Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Hidden Heroes on GDQ Hotfix. My name is Anarchy, and Hidden Heroes is the Hotfix show where we showcase speedrunners who are part of marginalized communities and their games that they're passionate about and that they want to show off. I want to welcome you all to a very special episode of Hidden Heroes, and I say this is so special because it is actually the 1-year anniversary of Hidden Heroes tonight. So the show has been running for a full year, like exactly to the date we started, November 25th of 2024. So tonight we are going to be joined by some of the runners and the talent who were on that original very first episode of Hidden Heroes, just to see what the kinds of things that they are up to now, and just to celebrate them for having helped me kickstart the show all that time ago. So just to go over the schedule a little bit, up first we're going to be having Metroid Crime and Laszlo, who are going to be running Aaero2. Originally, Crime ran Neon Beats with Laszlo on commentary that first episode, so I'm really glad to have them back. After that, surprise, surprise, we're actually going to be having me do the second run of the night. Unfortunately, we couldn't have everyone back from that original episode, so unfortunately we don't have any Osborne tonight. He's making money moves in his own regard. I'm very, very proud of him. Since that show, he's now become a Hotfix showrunner, and I really couldn't think of anyone more deserving than him to be on. As well as that run that he did Jazz Punk, he'll actually be racing with Satan herself at GDQ 2026 in a few weeks here, who's also another awesome showrunner. So very sad that he's missing the reunion, but you can find them on the channel regularly anyway. So again, very proud of Osborne. And then we'll be closing out the show tonight with Vane, who ran Titanfall 2 at that very first episode, as the very first run of the show, actually. And they'll be running Undertale Neutral tonight to close out the show. But just to get a little bit sentimental on the beat, like I said then and will continue to say, I would not be anywhere close to near where I am as a speedrunner and as a person just in this community without the Black GDQ events, which is really what got me started. I am so eternally grateful to be able to participate with them year after year, and they really opened the door for me to participate in a whole bunch of other things, especially in the GDQ space and in speedrunning. Almost 4 years ago, in 2026, will be when I participated in that episode of Aimbot, and then the very first Unapologetically Black and Fast a few days later, and what a journey it's been ever since then. But with that, the shirt bit tonight is supporting Black in a Flash, who I always want to shout out, and they're always worth celebrating. Black in a Flash is a community that uplifts and connects Black speedrunners of all levels, offering a space for them to collaborate on speedruns, challenge runs, and randomizers while always celebrating Black voices in the speedrunning scene. Learn more and apply at gdq.gg/BAF if that applies to you, and you can also follow blackinaflash.bsky.social for updates. Don't miss the upcoming events. Speeding Through the Holidays is coming up very, very soon, December 27th and 28th. You're able to see me and a couple other awesome faces during that event during the holidays. And also Back to Black 2026 is also rapidly approaching this February, starting on February 5th, 2026. We're also now accepting prize submissions as well at gdq.gg/btb26-prizes. We want to see your prizes, and I just hope that you all continue to show up for communities like Black in a Flash. But with that, I really have talked enough, like I said. So I think it's time to welcome on our very first runners of the night, Metroid Crime and Laszlo with Aaero2 co-op master. So good luck and take it away, my friends.
Hi, Twin. Thank you so much for the warm welcome. I'm Laszlo, and I am joined by Metroid Crime. Can I say hi?
Hi, I'm Metroid Crime. Super happy to be here. And also Anarchy, congratulations. This is amazing.
I was going to get
so
snappy later.
Yeah,
we're doing this now, I guess.
Oh my goodness. It's so cool to see how far you've come and how far the show has come. And it's amazing. Thank you so much for having us back for the 1-year anniversary. Legit, this is amazing.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, but again, for the game, let me continue introducing people here. We have Indie Villain on comms here, along with Varin.
Hello.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think so. This is a rhythm game. We're just going to do a showcase of some of the songs on the set list. Super fun co-op rhythm game. Highly recommend it. I think any explanations or anything, we'll just get out of the way once we get the music started. Anything else from anybody in the lovely gallery before we get started?
Yo, the gallery. Get ready for the most oohs and ahs you've ever heard in your entire life. That's what I'm here for.
Perfect.
All right, so we're gonna do Master, the highest difficulty, and we're gonna start with I'll Go because it's like a really nice, just chill vibe to kind of get things started so you can see how the gameplay works. We can go ahead and start time when I hit go. So I'm gonna enter the song. Crime will ready up once we load in.
Yep.
All right. And time will start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Fun. Thank you. Real quick before we get started with like game commentary, we just realized last night that Rin was not on comms for Neon Beats that night for Hidden Hero specifically because there was another show that was on like the day before.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, they're here now, so.
Yeah, we're happy to have you.
Hi, you were supposed to be here, so.
I actually was. I ended up not having time to do a tech check, so I wasn't able to. Ended up not being able to make it, but I was supposed to be there, but I wasn't. So now I'm here.
With that being said, Indy, what are we looking at?
So basic gameplay. You have rockets that you shoot enemies with, or a machine gun. So that's R2 or L2 on your controllers. And you also have to ride the ribbons that is the same color as your ship. You want to time your rockets for points with the white bar at the top when the little, I don't really know what you call that.
With the
when the little
metronome?
symbol goes over the middle of the white bar.
Yeah, that thing's more.
Yeah. So you want to time that. That's where the rhythm part comes in, and that'll change with each song. So the more you play each song, the better you'll do. This level has a unique mechanic where there are like ice walls that you have to shoot, so you and your partner don't run into them and like die. You only get 3 lives, so you definitely want to be doing that fast. If you play this difficulty early on, you will probably die to those a lot, just like me and Crime did when we were playing this game. So it's always fun. Yeah. But this is one of the only like chill songs in the game. A lot of the others.
Most of the times I've ever seen this game, it has been like more intensity, like boop, 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 like the whole time.
Hold on. We need a soundtrack of Rin sounds.
I can't help it. I
love that. But yeah, this is one of the early songs that kind of starts getting you into the game. Oh, synchronized bouncing. That's always fun.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. But playing co-op in this game does actually have some subtle complications from playing by yourself. Like, you can't lock on to the same enemy as your teammate if your enemy's locked on enough to kill, or if your teammate's locked on to the enemy enough to kill that enemy. So sometimes you'll wonder why you can't lock on to someone. Well, it's because your teammate's trying to shoot that same enemy. So it can be a little difficult. Also, you can accidentally bump your teammate. There's like some collision, and sometimes you can actually kill them by doing that too. So it can get a little complicated in some of the more intense levels.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Ooh, 5 stars. Let's go.
Yay, let's go. We're moving on to Salvation is our next one. This one's really fun.
Also, if anyone has played this game, you might be wondering why it looks a little different to your copy. This is actually the unreleased version of the DLC. That you'll hear some songs from that later, but eventually you'll be able to get the Black Razor edition yourself.
I believe actually the game is released, but it's just the DLC isn't out yet. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they did a whole bunch of graphical updates, so it's actually a lot more vibrant than it was, and it was pretty vibrant to begin with, but they popped up a lot of the colors.
Okay.
Yeah, we were playing, like, we were practicing this set list the other night, and we were like, hey, why does this look so different?
Yeah.
Y'all are so cool.
Don't get me started. Oh, I bumped you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
This is Salvation.
One potential complication in this level, sorry, Ren, is that you can accidentally get your teammate shot here. At times, there are enemies that'll lock onto one of you, but not the other. And if you dodge into your teammate, they will sometimes kill your teammate instead. Not suggesting that that's a good thing, but it can be funny.
There's actually. Sorry. There's actually.
I'm just gonna ooh and ah because every time
there's like a PvP mode for this also. So we're doing co-op, but there is another version of this game where you compete for the most amount of points. Changes the flow of the game a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a really fun one to get your team, or I guess opponent, killed by just being in the way while your enemy that's logged on you is shooting.
that's evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can get pretty evil.
Yeah.
I'm always very jealous of the orange side on this level because they have a very fun part coming up.
And I guess I get it, 'cause like I've been doing vocals this whole time.
Yeah.
But I'm really jealous.
Like, whatever. Whatever.
I've been more captivated by Laszlo's side this whole time, honestly, because I hear the vocals more than I hear anything else. So I'm just like watching the bar move.
It's Crime's turn, so
It is. Hope I can do
I'm
this.
gonna be doing nothing burger.
go.
Have fun.
Oh!
Oh my goodness.
I'm so glad I'm not on camera because my jaw literally dropped. I was like, and like literally watching the ship bounce. Holy!
I did good too, right? I did good too.
You did great.
Yeah, of course. If I say no, I have to sleep on the couch. I just want to let everyone know that.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, this one's really fun.
It's one of my favorite tracks. Play.
I meant to say this before, but chat, you want to keep your best dancing emotes out this whole time. There's some really great songs in this game.
All right. So we're kind of upping the tempo just a little bit more here.
Yeah, definitely. We skipped a few tracks there, so this one will be a little more difficult. Introduces some of these like lantern bug enemies.
There's cyber mosquitoes.
Yeah, which is a horrifying concept.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry. I got you hit. Sorry.
Yeah, you did. Okay. I lived.
It's revenge for earlier. It's okay.
I love like the equivalent of like. Sorry, I got distracted by the bouncing.
Yeah.
Like the equivalent of like when you find your friend in a video game and you like jump at each other for a little bit. Like that's the joy I get from
Yeah,
when we
it's
play.
really fun.
Oh, one thing I realized I forgot to mention that's a core concept of this game. If you're not on your ribbon, you take damage. And in master difficulty, you only get like a quarter second to be off your ribbon before you die. So with these more complicated movements, that may start coming into play.
Additionally, on the lower difficulties, you have a little bit of like a magnet that pulls you onto the tracks. So
Right.
it's like easier to stick to the wire. What did you said a really good word. That was not the word I just said. The ribbons.
Oh, ribbon,
The
yeah.
ribbons.
I don't know if that's the proper color, but they're
I think it
bright and
is,
shiny
yeah.
like ribbons to me. So that's
It
Yeah.
makes sense. Otherwise, you just call it like a light track, but that's a mouthful. Ribbon sounds better.
perfect.
The wire.
The wire. That's a work term for me, and I will not elaborate. But that's why I chose that word.
I like how you're both hitting a little jig right there. That was awesome.
Right.
Me and my twin be like,
This one has really good like mirrored movements, which is really nice. Having to stay on these tracks while shooting tough enemies at the bottom of the screen is really tough.
Yeah, this looks hard.
Okay.
Well done. Got through
Did it.
Deathless. Nice.
Yay.
I do have a quick question from chat.
Yeah.
You are both playing on controllers, correct?
Yes, you
Yes.
have to. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, yes. No,
Yeah,
no keyboard. Okay.
No keyboard. Oh, Savior. So we'll slow down a
Yay.
little
That would
bit.
be
We're on
really-
Savior.
I feel like that would be scary on keyboard and mouse, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
Can't even
I feel
fathom.
like that'd be terrifying, actually. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Oh, sorry. I got it. Eventually, I got it. It's okay.
I'm supposed to trust you.
This is one of those levels where you have to be aware of where your teammate is, or you can get each other killed as well. Or just bump into each other and not make it to the ribbon in time.
Right.
This game is so cool.
It really is.
It's really cool because I think multiplayer rhythm games is like something that should be capitalized on more.
Yeah, definitely.
It's getting there.
I was gonna say most of the time I play rhythm games, it's usually by myself. Like, never really play co-op rhythm games with anybody unless it's like I don't know, like Rock Band or something, or Yarg or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. Do you count like competing against somebody in my mind next to the washing machine together? Is that like is that co-op? Does that count?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Close enough, yeah. Because there's a co-op and a PvP mode, so like you can either play with them or
Right.
against them. But
Right.
that's probably
Yeah.
the closest
Same
I've
concept
gotten.
as here.
That's not like Rock Band or Yarg or whatever. The laser effects there are also really cool. Like, it's obviously not a part of the track you're going to, but the fact that they're there is a nice little visual touch there.
Yeah. They're also a hazard, like those parts that we have to move through. Indy, does this look different?
Yes, way different. I was just
Okay.
about to say they added so much to the background here.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at these whales.
Normally there's just a giant like whale that you swim by in a different level, but now there's like multiple here. It's wow.
Yeah. And like the blooming light in the background.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well done.
Yay.
Drop bombs
bombs,
next, which is
yay.
like much more focused on fighting enemies than the ribbons themselves. A little bit of
Yeah,
both.
there's
but-
in a couple spots in this level, there are going to be very difficult enemies like this that take tons of missiles. You get a lot of points for defeating them, but you have to put a ton of damage into them, and you have very little time.
Yes,
Nice, got both of those that time. Let's go. They, unfortunately, they will be back.
yeah.
This is so shapes and colors. I'm having a
Yeah.
really good time right now.
Meanwhile, like I feel like my brain's like split in like two different directions right now.
I'm sitting here trying to figure out, like which one's the square hole? Like, holy.
It's also like starting to introduce the idea at this point in the game that you will have to ride ribbons and also attack enemies.
Yeah. If you haven't learned how to, control with one stick and shoot with the other at the same time at this point, you're in trouble, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm like jamming so hard, I don't even want to say anything. Hey, this is sick.
Those squid are getting revenge for the shrimp friends you ate earlier.
Yummy! I did eat shrimp before this stream.
I was gonna say we were shrimp posting before that, and I didn't want to elaborate. But
Well, there's the whale friend.
It's like a petting zoo in the ocean. I love it.
You can do that in real life.
touch pool.
Ren, you can just go
Can't
there.
do that in real life.
Can I? Can we go together?
Yes! I thought you were gonna
Hell
ask.
yeah.
Isn't it wild that you can just go in the ocean and no one will stop you?
Yeah, like,
Right. Yeah, like no, they just do this down. They just do this down there. Like bar for bar, you could find this in the Atlantic somewhere.
Right. Me and Anarchy live on an island together.
Really?
When we're not busy being cowboys or any of the other things that we are together.
I was gonna say, is that why the lights are off in the house every time I come home?
Yeah, I'm on island time.
That's not.
Alright.
That's not. You're gonna be on holiday though, right?
So we're gonna swap over actually to a DLC song. So
Ooh,
this is
yay.
not released yet.
this is
This DLC
exclusive
comes
content.
out December 16th.
Exclusive content, chat.
Exclusive content.
Ooh, fancy.
Which, like, thank you so much to the record label for
shout-outs
letting
to,
us do this.
Yeah, Wired Productions.
Wired Productions,
for
yeah.
letting us check out the DLC early. It's really cool.
Stop.
Oh,
Blows up. I need to wiggle around more. No, I'm a small ship again. You like slowly open up as you're
Oh,
Yeah,
I was gonna say
multiplier
it looks
increases.
look a little different. But I see.
Yeah.
I see.
yeah, it goes up to 8 times multiplier if you keep your streak.
I did also notice this when I was reviewing the VOD the other day to try to refresh myself on what the hell space rock band was like. But there's these little orbs that are like closer to the end of the line, and you can kind of like tell where they're like dipping or going up, so it kind of like leads them to the next spot. Because it is kind of hard for me to tell and follow along. So obviously I've never really played this game, so I was like, how am I supposed to tell where they're going? And then I was like, oh, there's little orbs at the end of the lines, like they're like pulsating towards. Like,
You know,
there's a
I never
dip or
really
rise.
paid attention to that.
Yeah, I actually me neither. So-
You never noticed that? Yeah. So when I was reviewing your last VOD the other day, or whenever you asked me to do this,
Yeah.
I was like, and I was like, how am I supposed to tell if you're like dipping? Because I wasn't sure, like what level of commentary you wanted from me. And I was like,
yeah.
huh. And I was like staring at the lines. I was like, why are they pulsating? Oh, they're like leading you, so like you know if you're going up or down. Like so the orbs will like go down if like you have a dip coming up.
Oh,
Or up, I
what the
guess.
freak? What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Watch my gameplay level up now.
Right.
Can I be credited when you?
Lots of
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. It is a really cool feature. I do like noticing when rhythm games do something unique to try to like. I don't want to say like it's not hand holding, but really just a way to be like, hey, just so you know, here's this like feature to help you along.
Yeah, like it's like leading you in a way that's not like overly obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, because there are rhythm games and there are songs where like you're expected to just play them over and over and over and over to just perfect and know the little twists and turns coming up, because if you don't know the
Right.
song, you're not going to know.
Yeah.
But it is really nice to have a feature like that where like if you don't know the song, you can kind of watch the orbs kind of blip.
Wow. Yay. It's a good
I
song.
like this one.
Video games.
It's good.
It's really nice. Like a little.
A lot more chill than I was expecting.
Yeah. It's a lot different from the songs on the set list, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We are doing. If I know
think
how to
we
read.
We leave the chill vibes behind for a bit. Here,
Here goes the whoop, 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 whoop.
yeah.
This one kind of stresses me out, but
Yeah, this one does get
Yeah, I
real
didn't-
stressful.
Don't forget to wiggle. Don't forget to wiggle.
yeah.
Yeah. I didn't like the volcano in that picture. I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared.
Yeah.
Omega dubstep of the song Pompeii.
Wiggles are just for you.
Thank you. Oh, you're going into the volcano. Holy.
Oh.
This is one that I'm gonna lock in on for sure.
Same. Yeah.
This is a very fast song. The half spirals are so evil sometimes.
Yeah, that looks diabolical.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, the guitar riffs.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
that's nice.
Yup.
That's nice. It's very nice.
Did it open for both of us? I think we're good, right?
Yeah, we're good. Crime and I had a bug one time where the door was open, but the game decided that it was not open for me and only I died.
I'm extremely impressed you both kept your full multiplier this whole time. Not to jinx you or anything, but
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I knew.
Nice.
Hey.
it's a lot of bullets.
Yeah, what? I don't remember there being that many bullets at the end. It's okay. We're fine.
We lived.
You did it. You did it.
Hey, and we 5-starred it.
stars, let's
too.
go.
Yay.
That's
All right,
good.
and then we are going to in the night. This is the one
Ooh.
that scares me. So
Yes,
the other
yeah,
one, that one
also
was
scary.
fine.
Oh.
This one gets stuck in my head like
Yeah.
constantly. Ba-do-do-do-do. Try not to do that for the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
This sounds like a song that would I would just listen to normally. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
This is a very.
The spirals in this are so evil.
Brutal.
Oh, this wrong.
It's got you, got you.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, they got us shit.
That bit is so satisfying.
That was
It is.
sure.
Oh my god, I don't know how I survived that. Didn't think I was going to.
Let's go.
That did make me give a little whiplash, and my brain was like, ooh.
Like, whoa. Me and my twin.
Whoa! I love the Cyber Rayquaza. What is going on?
I like that better than what I was gonna say.
What were you gonna say?
It's a really big shrimp.
It could be a shrimp. Could be a shrimp. Yeah. Could be shrimp.
We have got to stop shrimp posting.
On the contrary, I think you should shrimp post more.
I just want to put GDQ's producer on blast because I was trying to show him shrimp prior to him actually acknowledging us, and I was not acknowledged.
Wasn't watching. Can't believe Richard do this to us.
Yeah, nobody got to see my shrimp.
Was it good at least?
It was very delicious. Like, I'm thinking about it. Twin, if you hear crunching like during Wolfenstein, no, you didn't.
You can't see the face I'm making, but I feel like you know what it is already.
That whole tunnel spiral one's really tough.
It is.
Yeah, it speeds up as it goes, which is maybe the rudest part.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Nice
Thank
job.
you. Taking a sip of water.
I can't help it. I can't help it. Oh, it's gonna be stuck in my head forever.
All right. Warp.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The warp.
this song is the rudest.
Yeah.
Oh.
This one's tough.
Okay.
I believe.
And then we chill out for a little bit. Well, we don't chill out, but we definitely go a different avenue after this song. We're doing really good on time, according to our set list, by the way.
You're doing a good job.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
This rocks. This rocks. This is very like mid 2000s. What some dude would be listening to on his Walkman after he's watched The Matrix kind of song.
I was
Right.
literally just thinking that. Like, I genuinely was just gonna say like mid 2000s, like Matrix. Oh, this is awesome.
I have to be so careful here because I don't want to push you.
So difficult, yeah. That section's so cool though.
Yeah.
They're like skating beside each other. Sorry.
My like brain stopped working for a
Yeah, I
second.
know, me too. That enemy was throwing me off. Fighting and concentrating on ribbons at the same time is so difficult.
The enemies in this level take a lot of hits as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed you shot them a couple times and they still weren't down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're definitely entitled to your brain shutting off because I feel like if I tried to, I could get like the ribbons down, but once we have to start shooting enemies, it'd be over.
Yeah. Also this.
Oh my lord.
The whips are cool though.
Yay.
That's my gosh right there. That was
This is
sick.
more evil than the volcano one. This is 10 times more evil than the volcano one.
I like get really scared too because like this is one of those rhythm games where like the, you know, like the main like melody will go away if you're not following the
Yeah.
ribbons right, and I'm like, I don't want this to sound bad. I don't want this to sound bad.
Yeah.
Immaculate.
Yay. Cool. So we're going back to the DLC for a little bit. This one's really fun.
Yeah, the level design in this one's really cool.
Yeah.
speaking of
We
things
might
you
need to
can go
add a
back
song
in.
in. I'm not gonna lie. I think we definitely have time to add a song in, and I think you know what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think so too. Like after this, maybe.
Yeah, I think it'd be good.
This is
The
one of
little
the
bounces.
DLC tracks that really changes the aesthetic a little bit.
Really slowly circling you.
I was gonna say me and my friend. me and my friend. This is a really nice looking level.
It
It's
is.
like the background.
What if Rage Against the Machine wrote songs for Ghost in the Shell? Like, holy moly. Interesting.
I was saying yesterday, this sounds like it belongs on the Shadow the Hedgehog soundtrack or something.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was like, I love Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, that's where my head went.
Doing the new metal pose right now.
Yeah, come on, man. That's good. That's good.
Oh,
That's
this is why I put my Shadow the Hedgehog shirt on. Oh.
Oh, they have like a little video of like people playing probably the song like right below that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's so cool.
I hope the singer catches their breath at some point. Holy moly.
Right now. Like for a second.
For like a second.
That's so evil.
Yeah, it
That's
really
rubber.
is.
What a
Oh, I did not know that there was this big enemy in here. Nice.
just a little guy.
I got it. Also in single
Power up.
player, yeah, there are these little like red orbs you can find throughout the map.
And they're also in co-op, but just for the DLC tracks, and I'm not sure why, but
Yeah.
it's a collectible.
Yay.
That was sick.
Hey.
That was really cool.
Yeah, do we want to? I think, right?
fuck
Yeah.
so.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I think
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
sure.
We have.
Yeah,
We
go ahead.
definitely have time. Hey, thanks, showrunner. Honestly, no. I don't think I want to. I don't want to add any pretense to this. Honestly.
Okay, yeah.
I do want to say this song is definitely very different aesthetically. You know, there's been so much like technology and like, you know, scary robots and creatures. but this one's like a lot more natural. This is a really kisses your kisses your
Yeah. It's the only level where the ships kiss.
yeah.
Little smidge on the forehead. Yeah, we maybe needed some chill after some of the songs we've had.
Right.
And speaking of chill places, if you want to get more involved with the GDQ community, you can join the official Games Done Quick Discord. And you can also add the hotfix role to stay in the loop on upcoming events. You can also chat with staff and do a whole bunch of other fun stuff there. It's a great place. You can use !Discord in Twitch chat for an invite and more information.
Can we do the thing that like Jiggy does, where he's like, "Hey, go over to the main GDQ server and post like a GDQ heart if you're from Hotfix."
Let's see. Yeah, if you're watching now and you are in the GDQ Discord, post some variation of a party emote, little hat, little balloons.
I was gonna say a burger, but okay.
Ooh. Or a burger. A burger also works. Or a shrimp, because we're shrimp posting. Post an emote of any description if you were in the Discord and you're coming.
It's getting kind of dark.
It's getting kind of dark in this very chill level.
Get scared.
I'm getting scared.
What? Hey, who's that? Hey, who's that? Hey, who are those guys?
Are these other campers?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, what happened to them at this camp? Hey, hey.
We've been calling this the scary zone, the scary song, because also like we were Crime was streaming and I was there when we played these DLC songs for the first time, and genuinely like horrifying.
You were like terrified. That was so funny.
Yeah, there's no enemies like that in the game, and for them to just throw like, oh, here's some ghosts, by the way.
Yeah, here's some ghouls.
The Reaper has come.
I'm still scared.
The Reaper. Oh, I don't know about that.
Rin, do you have any thoughts on what you just saw?
It was pretty cool. I did kind of like the like. I don't want to call him like a slime snake. I don't really know how to describe it. I think Ghost is pretty close, but
okay, thank you.
The creature, the Reaper.
I'm also happy after like all the tension of your ships getting close, you were able to finally smoosh. I'm very happy for y'all.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
That means a lot.
That's what they call it, a relationship.
Indeed, this is why we keep you around.
Okay, not because he's our son. Okay. This blows well for Flavis. I'm just saying.
Well, is he mine? By where did it? No, that's not a question.
We've already been over this. You're not gonna gaslight me live on Hotfix.
Anyway, do like saxophones?
Yeah, I hope you like saxophone.
This is another DLC track. This is also our second to last song for the showcase.
Yeah, if you needed any excuse for any of these songs to post like a dancing emote, or like a jam emote, this is the one. This is a good one.
Like, come on, this is so good.
Yeah.
You know when?
Why is it still?
Oh, wait, were you getting attacked? It wasn't on my screen.
You were getting attacked.
Oh, we must have gotten like a small desync or something.
Wow, all of stream knows.
Only Discord knows the truth.
Marcus, I was confused.
I literally didn't see it, but now that I'm like, I have the stream up on my other monitor. I looked over and I saw it. Yeah, I saw what Laszlo saw. So you're both right in your own truths. I will say that.
Thank you. Your health was going down. I was getting scared.
I appreciate the concern.
This is awesome.
Oh god, this is gonna be stuck in my head. This one's gonna be stuck in my head.
Yeah, this is the one. Yep.
My cat is interested in my Chinese food that I'm gonna be eating after this.
I
Like trying to shove her aside while I'm playing.
She just wants to jam out with us.
Yeah, she does.
You can also jam out and eat your food at the same time. Do not be fooled.
Right.
Protect the shrimp. Some awesome conversations happening in chat right now.
I'm so sad I can't look.
You brought up your Chinese food and chat is sharing your meals.
Yay!
We must protect the shrimp though. We have to protect our shrimp posting.
Right.
Evie says let Nilla eat all of the food. She earned it.
No, she deserved it. I'm communicating with her telepathically.
Hey, she's eating her actual real food for cats. All right, we're on to our last song. So did you know there's boss fights in this game?
Oh.
Yeah, there's
No.
three.
No.
There are three
Yeah.
of them.
Well, sure.
We're gonna show you the best one,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Speaking
Certainly the
of
toughest
shrimp
one.
posting,
Yeah.
Shrimp posting.
Oh,
kind
boy.
of adjacent.
Oh, this song's starting off evil. It's like, wah, like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one is also really hard. So
Hey, what is that?
nothing.
Don't worry about
Like a
it.
mutated, like,
Yeah, it's alright.
alligator. What
Hey,
is that?
no, I'm kind of worried about it actually.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just look at the ribbons. Pretty lights. Pretty lights. Pretty lights.
Shapes and colors.
Yay! Oh.
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 Oh,
Hey.
that's a crab. Protect the shrimps. Protect the shrimps.
We have to protect our shrimps.
Well, this isn't a shrimp, so it's fine.
No, you're the shrimp. You gotta protect the shrimp.
Oh, I'm the shrimp.
You and the
Yeah.
other shrimps that are out there.
Oh. Okay, this is really hard. I gotta lock in by.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
This part isn't too hard.
Basically having to dodge the fireballs and anything else that he throws at us. And it'll lock onto one of us, and we have to make sure to not basically be in each other's paths or lead it towards each other.
I forgot who I was for a second. That was so scary. I was like, why am I leaning right, but I'm going left? Once you hit a certain like damage amount on the boss, you can't attack it anymore. So we've kind of like done all the damage we can do for this section. Ooh, ooh, I just can't tell where it's going.
It's extra rude when the boss shoots where the ribbons are, so you can't get on the ribbon, so you might die anyway.
Yeah.
All right, well, this section coming up is the one that's actually extremely difficult. I have to scratch my face. Can you get these?
Okay. So, final phase of this boss fight. The health bar is at the top, by the way. So we have half its health to take out in this last phase.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, let's go. We got it, right?
Oh, we did it! Yeah.
Yes.
Yay. So we'll do time when the results screen comes up. So yeah, we can do time here. To describe that section really quick. So the spikes in the ground are a hazard as well as like what it's aiming at us as well. So we're like bouncing back and forth while avoiding like the really big spikes in the ground, and it's really scary. Anyways, that's Aaero2. Crime, do you have any shout outs or anything?
Just, hey, shout out Anarchy for having us on the show. This is awesome. Thank you for having us back on your 1-year anniversary. Thanks to all of you for being along here. Laszlo for co-oping this with me. This is such a great game. I highly recommend picking it up, playing it with a friend. Online co-op's great. You can do local co-op as well. Really, really great game. Also, shout outs to Lady Arcaders and Frank Hotels. Hey.
Yay!
Laszlo?
I don't have a whole lot of shout outs because I'm going to be on commentary for the next run coming up. But I will say shout outs to Lady Arcaders because I can never say that enough. And I also want to say, like, thank you so much, Anarchy, as my friend. And also all of you here right now are like my first friends that I ever made in the speedrunning community. And I owe a lot to the spaces that we've built for like marginalized identities. For that, I would have never met you if I hadn't joined Fatales and Lady Arcaders. So I love you all very, very much. I can't believe it's been a year already, and I can't wait to see everything else that we get to do together and all the shenanigans we get to have along the way. That's it for me. Indie Rin.
I will triple up. Go check out Lady Arcaders. We do a lot of really cool stuff. Thank you, Anarchy, for having us here. I'm very sorry I couldn't make it to the one before, but I'm here now.
But you're here now, and that's what matters.
We're here now. The spaces that everybody has carved out for, as Laszlo said, marginalized identities is amazing, and to watch these communities continue to grow. I've been speedrunning for 12 years now, and back when I started, these things weren't around, so I'm very happy that we all have communities for ourselves now, and you should go check out the various things like Brave Fatales, Black and a Flash, things like that, and give them all your support. They deserve it.
Yay.
Indy?
Yeah. Oh yeah, just thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun, and congrats on the 1-year anniversary of Energy.
Thank you. Thank you both so much, all of you, for that amazing showcase. That was really amazing. We have a lot of people who are definitely going to be checking out Aaero2. There's a lot of love for you in the chat, so thank you both for that showcase. But with that, we are going to take a quick wellness break now while we get set up for the next run. So make sure you hydrate, use the restroom, stretch, get a sweet treat, and do all that fun stuff, and we'll be... Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Hidden Heroes. This is the show on GDQ Hotfix where we showcase speedrunners who are part of marginalized communities and the games that they're passionate about and that they want to show off. I'm taking a bit of a different role tonight. As you saw, we hosted the first run. That was amazing, by the way. Shout out to Laszlo and Crime for that showcase of Aaero2. That was amazing. But if you didn't hear before, this is the anniversary episode of Hidden Heroes. We have been running the show for a whole year, down to the date. So I'm very, very happy and so glad to have shared this for the last year with you all. But with that, like I said, I wanted to invite some of the runners who were on for the first episode of the show. But unfortunately, Osborne was busy, so we couldn't get him back for Jazz Punk. So we're going to be filling this slot with my own run. You might have seen this run at SGDQ 2025. This is going to be Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus, 80% cutscene skip. And we're going to run that, and I've also got some friends here with me as well, if you want to introduce yourself.
Oh no, we're doing a thing where we're silent. It was just like, I'll let the other person go first.
Somebody, what have you done?
I was just here, PT.
No, oh no, that's true. Okay, yes, okay, I'll go first. Hi, I'm PT. Many of you have seen me around on the internet as Pleasantly Twisted or PT or Vanessa. I don't care which one you use. And you may know me as the kind of sort of fearless leader of Black and the Flash. And I just kind of float around and do things and stuff. I literally just pushed out schedules and all types of things, but we'll talk about that later. And then, it still goes back to Laszlo.
Show enough.
Hi. Show up.
Hi. Hi. You just saw me. I'm Laszlo. I also, I guess in terms of professional experience, since we're doing a cover letter for our intro here,
Right.
I am one of the leads for Lady Arcaders. I have an administrative lead, and we'll get into it during the run. So that's all for me.
Yeah. And speaking of the run, we are going to go ahead and get started in a moment here. I'm just going to make sure that my captions are correct because they are buried on the save a little bit, but that's fine. But anyway, we are going to go ahead and get started with this run in 3, 2, 1, go. But with that, just to talk a little bit about the game before we get into all the other stuff that we're going to get into. This is Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus. This is the sequel to Wolfenstein: The New Order. It's technically the third game in the rebooted Wolfenstein franchise by Machine Games. Essentially, what we are doing is we are going to be kickstarting the American Revolution in a world that has been taken over by Nazis. This is the kind of an alternate timeline. So what's going on? But with that, since you might have seen me run this game a few times or any other Wolfenstein games in the series, and since this is technically my anniversary for the show, I wanted to kind of open up the floor for this to be a little bit of a Q&A experience. So if you in chat have any questions about Hidden Heroes, about me, about the runs that I do, that you'd like to hear from me, feel free to ask and we will answer them. Also, we have PT and Laszlo, who are both involved with a lot of marginalized efforts in the speedrunning community. So if I will also be turning over questions to them as well, just to talk about their experiences, anything that they want to talk about. But yeah.
You're hunting me.
I will also try to answer questions about Anarchy.
I was gonna say, I want to answer questions about Anarchy just in general. Like, I want people to ask stuff and just answer them incorrectly.
Okay, right.
And I'm going to put my
right.
hand in front of Anarchy and I'm going to be like, no, I got this.
No, I got this.
Or just let Anarchy answer, and then after that, it's like, so everything Anarchy said is wrong. That is
Right.
false. They're lying to you. This is actually what happened.
Right.
Actually,
I mean, our first burning question is in already of how's Anarchy so
Yeah.
goated.
I don't know. I came out the factory like that, I guess.
This is why you have us as your spokespeople, because clearly you need to focus on this run even if you can't run it in your sleep.
right. Anarchy got all the
right.
superior twin genes. So
Right.
she's like just the ultimate human being.
Oh,
Question
no.
for PT: what is
I see
Anarchy's
that.
go-to Chinese food order?
What is Anarchy's go-to Chinese food order?
I'm scared for how you answer this because I get the same thing
I am
every
too.
time.
Because I'm trying to think of something now, because I don't feel like you're an orange chicken girly. Like, maybe, possibly you have to be in the mood for it. Maybe more of like a beef and broccoli girly. I'm not sure. I can't decide. I cannot decide. But there's some sauce involved for sure. You're not eating no dry Chinese food. I know that for a bona fide fact.
That is so
and then maybe if you're feeling squirrely and the finances are right, a touch of crab ragoon just to keep it fancy.
Okay, hey, that's not too bad. Personally, I'm a big General Tso's chicken enjoyer.
Oh, I forgot about General Tso chicken.
Orange chicken is also up there. I love a good beef and broccoli though. Love a Mongolian beef.
Yep.
Pepper steak also. That's pretty
pepper
good.
steak's fire. That's really good. Yeah.
But yeah, I love good beef action and big on lo mein. If I'm having Chinese food, I gotta have lo mein.
Oh, that's so good.
Lo mein's fire. I didn't know that the lo mein at most Chinese places is wrong until I went to the one that's across the street from me, and then I learned that we've been played. And it's so much. Oh my god! I like my entire life was upended. But I digress. There's other questions like, what does Anarchy dip her fries in?
Okay, real quick before we answer that question, I do want to actually talk about the run for a minute. So you'll realize that this is 80% cutscene skip, and it's called that because we use this handy dandy mod called the Kimes mod to skip all the cutscenes. This is an awesome video game, and I really recommend you all should play it. But it has an awesome story, and it really wants to tell it to you. But that makes the speedrun kind of long, so we kind of just use that to fast forward through all the really long in-game cutscenes that we can't actually skip. So that's one of the instances. That cutscene is really, really long. It's where we kind of get some of the exposition of the game and get to meet Frau Engel. She's pretty evil, but with that mod, we can just kind of skip it and make our life easier.
I do see one question here that I do know the answer to because we do hang out every single day. And it is
Right.
what is Anarchy's bedtime, and it is like 4 in the morning.
Well, yeah, I kind of can't argue with that, TBH. I can't argue with that. Cannot argue with that, actually. Yeah, my bedtime's getting a little diabolical. Real quick, we are going to do the first kind of skip in the run here, if we can get this right. If we...
Alone out of there. There we go. A
Hello?
little more. little more.
Little more.
Little more.
Oh, a little more. A little more. Little more.
little
There we go.
scoochy.
There we go. There we
it
go.
is. You just had to scooch a little bit. That was all.
Basically, what you can do in this game is if you get to a spot where VJ can vault over stuff, he can kind of clip his head into the ceiling, and then if you just jump, you can kind of push your whole body out. Real quick, we're going to try and get up here, navigating some of the out of bounds there. I just need to get enough momentum to get over this invisible wall. There we go. Oh, we're soft locked. But that's fine.
Uh-oh.
Awesome.
That's what we made it. That's what we made a quick save for, baby. That's fine.
Right.
That is so fun.
Saves.
That's all
I
right.
didn't make that much.
Push you a little bit
it's
again.
fine.
That's fine. We have a very, very padded estimate for this, so it's all good. So one of the questions from before was, what do I dip my fries in? I like a good sauce.
That's
I
your
was like, but what kind of sauce?
It's just sauce. Okay, let me do the. Let me actually do the skip. Let me actually do the skip first, and then we'll answer that. To take out a little more brain power than I thought it was.
I was like, yeah.
Hey.
Well, while Anarchy is doing stuff, what do you dip your fries in?
Yeah, because we're the same person.
We are the same. Oh,
no.
I think like most often, just because like it's convenient, it's probably like, you know, ketchup or mustard kind of thing. But I kind of like the answer of I like sauce. So like, you know,
Just sauce.
Sauce.
like whatever's there. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I have like a garlic aioli with whatever else I'm eating. Yeah, I'm
Garlic
dipping my
aioli
fries in
mentioned.
that.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. To get more specific on sauces, sometimes I get really simple. I like a good ketchup. There was one day, I don't know where I was at, but I was like, I love ketchup is so cool. It's like it's ketchup. Like I was like having like a 4-year-old moment. I was like, oh, I love ketchup actually.
I just see you
Why
like
so
the
many
table
talking
now.
about ketchup?
I like a sweet and sour.
Ketchup. You like sweet and
I was
sour.
having a really good day that day.
Maybe ranch.
I'm not a big ranch person. I will say that
You are big ranch. You can't.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I lied. Hey, I'm lying. Actually,
Yeah, I was like, see, this is why.
hey, this is why it's supposed to be answering for me. Actually, I'm not a big ranch person, but I'm the person and big ranch, but I don't like to eat ranch. That's a little like. That's all right. When it comes to like wings and stuff, I love blue cheese.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I sure do.
Yes, you do.
I sure do.
Oh,
That,
this is where we find out that we're just even more the same person. Like by the end of the.
Yeah,
can we just take a moment to appreciate blue cheese in general? Because
Yes.
I am tired of the blue cheese slander. It's not that
Yes.
bad, y'all. It's delicious. It's tangy. It has a little bit of like that really, really zesty flavor to it, and it just goes well with stuff. And sometimes you get the freaking crumbles. Please,
Yup.
I need y'all to stop playing with me right
Yup.
now.
Yeah.
It tastes like mold. All cheese is mold. Get out of my face.
Yeah. Right. Correct.
Exactly.
Correct. Oh, I'm in the company of
Those Nazis have been
like
surviving
compatriots right now.
ever
I'm
since
so
you
happy.
I love this call. This is a good call.
Oh,
Okay, wait. I just want to like notice this really quick because somebody asked best Doritos variety, which is so funny because on Hotfix, I think it was for the Fatale run back
Oh my
like,
gosh.
a year ago. Me and Rin got into like a pretty decent argument about Doritos during Neon
my
Beats.
God.
Yeah, yep, we were-
but which Dorito one is the question?
Purple.
Well, sweet chili is the
Spicy sweet chili. That's the one.
Yep.
Every time. Don't get out of my face with all the other answers.
Well, I have bad news because I don't think I've ever had that flavor.
It's good.
Purple ones?
No, I've never.
Hello?
I don't think I've ever seen the purple
There we
ones. We're basically
Really?
where I'm at. All I've seen is like the orange ones, like,
Really?
is nacho cheese. Then there's the ranch
Curious.
ones, which are literally bottom tier. There's a green bag, and I can't remember what's on the green bag.
Oh, I know what one you're talking about. But
Then there's one that's like got a lime flavor. I like the one that has like a little bit of a lime flavor to it. That might be the green bag. I don't remember.
What I got, he can't cure.
I'm not a no.
Anyway. Chat, we're still taking questions.
Right.
Do you have any like actual? I mean, I'm down to answer some
Yeah, I wanted to.
questions, but
I wanted to give you an actual one.
yes, of course.
So it has been a year.
Make me change you.
Have you, like, reflecting back, do you feel like a different person, like, in the year that it's come? Have you felt that, like what does this experience mean to you in the past year as being a showrunner, especially a showrunner for such a like poignant subject or theme, as well as like you've now been a main stage GDQ runner.
Yeah.
How much do you think the last year has changed you?
That's a really good question. Like I said, the point of the show was really to just kind of open doors for people, like the Black Events of GDQ kind of opened doors for me. I would be nowhere near where I am without having participated in those very first events. So having done the show for a year, I feel good, but I also am like I want to do more and I want to do better. I want to showcase more groups of people. I want to showcase. I want to do more. I want to be a better host. I just want to. I want to do more. But I'm also. I can't say that I'm not. This has been an amazing ride. I love getting on here. It used to be every Monday or every other Monday. Now it's every other Tuesday. I love getting on here, and giving people space and getting to clown around for like 3 hours. Like that's awesome. It's like a great part of my week. I look forward to it all the time. So,
I kind of want to follow up on that because this goes back into a little bit of it's your 1 year anniversary of Hidden Heroes. And what's funny about this is in the process of doing Black in the Flash stuff, I made the realization that it's the 5 year anniversary of the Black speedrunning community here at Games Done Quick when we do Back to Black. And one of your first appearances was at Unapologetically Black and Fast 2022, if I recall correctly.
Yep.
And so when you did that run, what was going through your head? Were you really thinking about like going this far and expanding to Hotfix show hosting, along with being like probably the heater moment of SGDQ? I'm just going to go ahead and say it out there. If somebody wants to fight me on it, that's okay because you're wrong. But like, the heater moment of SGDQ and really just highlighting marginalized people, was that something that you had wanted to do all along? Or is it something that as you just got more and more involved, you were like, you know what? I think we can take this further.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, I was not thinking about that at all. As someone, I've been watching GDQ since I was very young, like
Thank
really
you for
young.
protecting me.
Hey, I'm not gonna. Okay, whatever. But I've been watching GDQ for a really long time. I always have been like into gaming, but 1 year, a very young Anarchy came across some VODs from some old GDQ events. I want to say like 2013, 2014. And I was just like absolutely enamored. And so ever since then,
Baby Anarchy.
that was like baby Anarchy.
Wow.
Like
Yeah, that
actually,
was
like
super
actually,
Baby
actually,
Anarchy.
like actually like baby Anarchy. And I've kind of just been watching intermittently for a really, really long time. So just having the opportunity, like at all, to be able to be on the channel was like blowing my mind. I was like, I've been watching these events for a really long time. I've been thinking about how cool it would be, how cool speedrunners are, and how cool like what GDQ does, and just like the fact that I got to be up there at all was like really like blowing my mind. Like, and I just never thought that doing that one time, and now I'm here. I'm a showrunner. I've run on the big stage. We're about to do it again. I'm like whoa, it's like just whoa, like
There's anything.
like
The radiation levels should be acceptable.
damn.
I'm so sorry. Like, sorry, I went auntie mode because it's like so touching, and I'm just sitting here like, oh, it's so
Yeah.
beautiful. Oh, you're gonna become another leader of Black in the Flash, and I hope you're ready for that, Anarchy. God, you know you live here,
Well.
right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I am also just really glad to have not only like being able to do something I never thought I'd do, but also just being able to find such an amazing, just so many groups of just amazing people that are in the community as well. Like making like friends for like the rest of my life, like for lifers that I never would have even expected to know without like just having, like I said, like all going back to that one chance I had. It's like kind of changed my life like completely. So
And who would that be?
oh, nobody, you would know them.
Oh.
oh. I thought y'all was the same person. That's messed up.
I
Hey, we're
was
not
gonna happy cry earlier. But
Hey, no,
Disrespectful as hell. Okay.
I'm so joking, but in particular, like Laszlo is one of my like dearest friends, like now and for lifers. I am just so excited to share the stage with them at AGDQ in a few weeks here to do a game that's not this one. I hope you all like trucks. I hope you all like truck racing. I just really hope you all enjoy that.
So someone in chat did ask too, how did you decide to speedrun Wolfenstein?
That's a really great question, and the answers I'm gonna give are really silly. But I picked up this game right after it came out in 2017. Christmas of 2017, I got this game for the first time. And that changed my life also. That was a life-changing moment. I played this game and I enjoyed it so much. I played the New Order. Oh my goodness, that was almost really silly. And I played that for the first time. And then like I said, I've always been into speedrunning, but I was never was like, I don't know what I would run if I had ever speed ran a game. Technically, the first speedrun I ever did was it was Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which is a very interesting fun factoid that a lot of you might not know. I don't like seriously consider that my first speed game because I did one run of it and it was really long and I don't even think I finished it. But I ran that game, and then when the pandemic started to come about, and I wasn't that much younger than I am now, but I was still a lot younger, and I was just really like, ooh, I have so much time to play video games. And that was a time where also I was getting into like really dedicatedly following like GDQ. And I was like, hey, I could really like run a game now. Like I have the time to do that and stuff like that. And I was scoping out things that I had, games that I just had and could run. And one of them happened to be Wolfenstein 3D. I had looked at the leaderboard, and I'm not gonna lie, this is for very vain reasons here, but I was like, this leaderboard is so dead. I have this game. It would be really easy to learn. And so I picked up Wolfenstein 3D, and that was my first like real speed game. And it's kind of been history since then. I picked that up, and then like genuinely like right after I submitted my first couple of runs, the community kind of came alive, and I didn't get my like easy world records like I thought I was gonna get, but I do have quite a bit of IL records in the game, stuff like that. But after I ran that one, I started running these games, the modern games. And I saw the submissions were open for the first UBAF, and I was like, hey, I could submit the New Order, and I started running that, and then I wanted an excuse to keep submitting to these events because they're awesome. So for a good while there, this first like 2 years, I would just learn a new Wolf game to submit every time, to submit them, and then I kind of just kept doing them, and then I started branching out into other stuff, started getting a little silly with it, but now we're here. And I really enjoy this franchise just generally just because of the kind of franchise that it is, the kind of game that it is, and just kind of what it stands for these days especially. So these Wolfenstein will always hold a really special place in my heart.
Also, Laszlo, I'm so sorry I keep cutting you off in some of these because it's like we're both trying to read questions and do stuff. And I feel like such a jerk. I'm like, oh my god, I keep cutting off Laszlo.
PT, are you kidding me?
Joe's All-American Diner. Meet Superstition inside the restaurant. Do not break cover.
Scrolling through questions, and also I'm trying to formulate one that's like in my head, but it's not quite out there yet, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Do you think that, yes, but I guess I'll just say, how do you think like the Black in a Flash community has kind of helped you grow into your own as, showrunner, performer, person?
But he has no idea you bring
Black in a Flash, I'm sorry, I was hoping the game didn't crash. It was pausing for a long time. I got really scared. I was gonna say, hold on a minute. I think the Black in a Flash events, like UBAF, Juneteenth, Back to Black, has really kind of been like I don't want to say like testing ground, but it's been a great place where I know I have a community and I know that I could submit not virtually whatever I wanted, but I could use that as a space to to submit things, and I knew I could show them off and they'd be happy to have me. And I've like used that to kind of find runs that I like, being able to prepare to do them at other places, other events. And also just really have helped me become like a better performer. Like I like to think that I'm naturally pretty funny, but sometimes being funny doesn't necessarily translate to being like a good like presenter of like a game and doing stuff. So I've used those places have definitely those runs have definitely helped me become like a better presenter, a better commentator, and like also just generally like better person. Like I like love everything I do with Black and Flash forever, but make sure I don't miss this jump. But yeah, I got to do my very first Uno run at a UBAF event, and we got to learn how absolutely just cheeseburger that run was. So I got to use that experience to come up with some better ways to showcase the games, and also just like I said, just like kind of having that as a place that I know I'll always be welcome, and being able to just get a little experimental, do some different stuff outside of like doing like Wolfenstein and stuff like that. But yeah, and I think this is also probably true of a lot of other people. But like I said, just having that place to be able to kind of come into yourself and being able to then use that experience so that you can do bigger and brighter things, being able to take that and then go be on like a mainline GDQ stage is just like that experience is like invaluable.
I can like very relate to that. My first, I mean, I did a lot of volunteering for like online events, but I think my first like real foray into the GDQ space was as a studio volunteer for Fatales, which was super cool. It's cool that we have the ability to have a community where somebody can come in and learn skills and handle equipment that you wouldn't typically be able to do just from like a volunteering standpoint. And the experience that I learned as an audio tech for Fatales, and also like with all the broadcast work that I've gotten opportunities to do through my experience in Fatales, like actually led me to the career that I'm in right now.
Which is so cool to think about.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's so cool that like GDQ got me there. Because I got to like mess around with really nice audio boards. Yeah. For context, I work as an entertainment tech for a stage show, year-round stage show. But to that point too, and I'm sure, it's like the same thing for Black and Flash, where I really like that we're able to uplift people in these communities. I'm really proud of Lady Arcaders and what we're able to do. One thing that is like something that I work on that gives me a lot of joy is a track mode, where we're able to just put on twice weekly showcases that are just for the fun of it. It's not like necessarily for a cause or anything, but it gives people, first of all, really nice submission videos that they can take forth and put to other events. And also we have a comms team where people can try out hosting and commentating and things like that. So people are able to get their reps in, and then they have experience and footage that they can submit for when they host for other opportunities as well. It gives me and Crime as the founder, and I'm sure a lot of the other leads as well, so much joy when we look at a submission and we see that it is an attract mode video that they're using. So I think that's like what that means to me as well, as like I'm sure you two have that same sense of pride when you see those kinds of things, that like you're uplifting people and you're giving people little nicey videos and like giving them opportunities to build on skills that they're interested in and things like that. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, and it is so cool every time I see people like use like Hidden Heroes as like a submission video, like their appearance on Hotfix, and they use that and it like it gets in too. It's just like that's like an unreal feeling.
Yeah, and like even from my side of it, because most people know that I'm also like the unfortunate but always true Jane of all trades. I lead Black and Flash, but I also am a former mainline committee member. I also have done committee for Frost Fatales. And on top of that, outside of this, I work in Dame Dev, and I am also a freelancing host. And so it's really, really awesome to have things like Black and Flash, Lady Arcaders, Frame Fatales, other programs that allow you to really not just even use it as a practicing and stomping ground, but to also even like hone and flex your skills even further. because I definitely feel very comfortable in a lot of my stuff, but out of everyone on the call, I think that I am unabashedly the baby speedrunner. Because A, I'm much more interested in challenge running because I'm not right in the head. But then B, listen, who really wakes up and says, you know what sounds good? Bloodborne hitless? No one normal. So, no one normal. But nonetheless, like, it helps me kind of feel more comfortable in coming into that space too, because speedrunning, as we've all kind of passively alluded to, but I'll just say plainly as well, it's for everybody. It is for everyone. So the idea and the notion that you can only be a quote-unquote valid speedrunner if you fit a certain mold or you're only world record holder is blatantly incorrect. That is wrong, 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 wrong. And I have done stuff for attract mode, and it was really wonderful, even getting like the feedback and the joy of doing Monster Hunter Wilds over on attract mode, where it's like, hey, we'll do a fashion. Yeah, like Laszlo reached out to me and was like, would you do a fashion showcase? And I was like, I would be more than elated to. And then I sat down and was like, I have no idea how to make a video. Guess we about to learn today. But it gave me the opportunity to learn something new as well. And so now in terms of making submission videos and stuff, I feel very comfortable doing that. And as a result, that even translated to some of the stuff I do behind the scenes with GDQ. I've been trying to make more training videos, more kind of visuals for people when they get onboarded, and try to make everyone's experience a little bit more seamless as they're coming in and learning those skills as well. Sorry, I'm just watching this cutscene fast forward to Wild talking about the things that we are. Oh boy is just getting absolutely minked. Like, that was, what a wild transpiring of events. Anywho, but it's also, it absolutely, when I was on mainline, when I would see videos come in that are just like, oh, this is from Juneteenth, or this is from like UBAF, and I was just like, those are my kids. Those are mine. I love them so much. And I know that like not everyone views it that way, but I view Black in the Flash honestly as like my baby. I love the speedrunners there. I love the people who contribute there. I love the people who are there who are just like, hey, I don't speedrun, but I think what we're doing is dope and we have to be here for each other. So I love all of our hosts. I love all the people who come in and they commentate. I love everybody who participates there, and I want to see us grow more, and I want to see more people come together because you have a home. You really do. You have a home for the Black speedrunning community, and it's with us. I promise we're not that weird, and Shampoo will not drive y'all away with Wordle. I can't fully promise that, but it's pretty strong, and I can beat up people if it makes you feel more comfortable. But nonetheless, it is something that it's really helped hone me and my managerial skills too as an individual. Because managing a community is a lot. Oh God, it's a lot. And we just put out the not Black in the Flash, see, this is what I mean. We just put out the Back to Black schedule, and I thought I was losing years of my life at one point, because I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. And the schedule went out, and I'm just like braced for impact the entire time.
Hey, you might have seen me on that.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. You're kind of on the GDQ schedule and the Back to Black schedule. It's true now. It's super true. So,
good stuff.
Yeah.
I like that you say that too about like, not being a speedrunner, because I guess I can't really say that I'm not one anymore.
Hey, yeah, don't.
But like same thing. Like I only participated in events as like a volunteer, like tech behind the scenes. I only really started. I did like one co-op run forever ago, but I think I only really started speedrunning when Twin pulled me along for trucks, and then now I'm doing Red Dead Redemption. But for the longest time, I was really just like an event volunteer and chronic friend. That's like all I was. So it's cool. It's cool seeing like the evolution of like us as people and the skills that we have because of communities like this. Hey, Twin.
Hey,
somebody's giving you the opportunity to. You see it?
Yeah, I do.
Hey there.
Yeah, so this weekend, me and Satan and PT are going to be doing the Disability and Neurodivergence special weekend showcase on Hotfix this weekend. It's going to be Saturday and Sunday. First off, we put together a really banger schedule for that. It's going to be really, really good. But
schedule's kind of heater, it's true.
It's kind of heater. But that's just one of the things that I really wanted to do with my show, and just generally wanted to support more at GDQ. Was giving people who might not have the opportunity or might not feel like the space is for them all the time to have a dedicated space and a dedicated time to be able to show off what they can do. So I'm so excited to be bringing that this weekend. It's going to be really, really good. And we're also going to be partnering with Together for Good with Twitch. So it's going to be a charity event.
I don't need them anymore.
And I'm going to make sure real quick that we do not self-fuck the game, because that would be really bad. Okay, we didn't work it. I'll get back to what I was talking about in a minute, but I have only previously ever done that one time, and I made sure that I would never do it again. And then I was practicing last night, and then I did it again for the first time in like 3 years. So
so you got that out of your system before you got to the show. That's all that was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's all that was.
Yeah.
You're also moving through this run, like schmoving.
Yeah. I was not joking when I have played so much of this game I could do it in my sleep probably. So, but yeah, we're gonna be raising money for the Autistic Women's and Non-Binary Network, and that's gonna be just really, really great. I'm so excited to be raising money for them, and so excited to be, like I said, just giving people a space to take up space, because it can feel hard to kind of want to do that on your own. Hello.
That was interesting.
Right.
Oh,
Hello. There we go. It can, it can feel kind of hard to want to take up that space on your own. So sometimes we want to give that space there so people won't feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Sarah.
I love it here.
It is for everyone.
I love this family.
Yep.
If
It
they
is for
tell you
everyone.
it's not, tell them they smell like hot dog water.
Right.
Not the glizzy water. Not the
Right.
Sheboygan
Oh
water.
God, that sounds even worse. Jesus Christ. Oh, I just grossed myself out. Oh, I'm so bothered now.
Oh, that was a new one. I have never seen that before.
Uh-oh.
That is not a way to do that skip, actually.
Hey.
That's not
They
not
said
right.
it. They said it.
I said the thing. That's not right. Okay. I love this skip. It's so cool.
A lot of the skips in this though are super dope though. I was gonna mention that too when you're on the elevator. I was gonna like actually go into commentator mode and be like, hey, just so everyone's aware, this is actually like a persnickety trick. So please bear with us while we're stuck on the gears of an elevator because we don't actually want to ride it.
Yeah, I haven't even talked a lot about the speedrun, but I figure you've seen this before. Most of you, some of you, if you watch GDQ, or if you've seen me at like anywhere. So this run is. I don't know. I've never seen it before.
Sorry.
Oh my God. What a mess. What an actual mess. I mean, you could be like me and just always be like, I'm on the wolf couch. And people are like, which one? I'm like, girl, I don't know all that extra. I just know it's Wolfenstein.
No, I'm just here. No, I'm just
posted. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Like, I don't.
Approaching now.
There's a dude shooting people. They're not good people. That, sure, sounds great. Ship it.
I'm here because Swin and I we got into some shenanigans and we're accidentally handcuffed together. So
Accidentally?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We found over the course of the last couple of months, me and Lazo are like genuinely the same person. Like actually, like we're just the same person.
It's kind of astounding how much our friendship has accelerated in the last like year and a half.
Now, I don't know if y'all mentioned this or like if that was part of the whole thing and I might have just like completely blanked out because I'm old. Did y'all meet via GDQ? Y'all didn't know each other before this, right?
No. Yeah. What was like the moment? Probably SGDQ last year, right? I feel like we interacted SGDQ last year, and it was just it was like fine, like we were friends. And then AGDQ happened, and then we became like attached at the hip, and then SGDQ happened, and it got worse. We were in some situations, some shenanigans. We went on a journey together. I'm still thinking about your witch's brew. My witch's brew and sanitizer.
Wait, whoa,
It's not even called that.
Wait, did you say hand sanitizer?
Yeah.
That was AGDQ. I dropped my hand sanitizer, and it was like behind a table, and there were a lot of people in the area, and I was getting really stressed out about moving them. So instead of doing anything about it, I just kept like crying about my witch's brew.
My witch's brew.
And then we finally moved the table, and it's not even called that.
It was not even called witch's brew. I think
it was like Witch's
lot.
Cauldron or something. Yeah. And then that's when Anarchy's B reel went off. So there's like a picture of one
like
side
cry
is her
laughing.
in tears. Yeah, and then me also sobbing but holding my Witch's Brew.
Which wasn't called
like
Witch's
just
Brew, just
Which was not, no.
No, it was not
okay,
called
I
witch's
just wanted to
brew.
make sure I followed it correctly. Okay.
No, it was
Yeah.
not even
Yeah.
called that. But yeah, you're my friend.
You're my friend.
And that's one of the
I'm so
other
glad
things.
the trucks brought us together. That's
Yeah.
whew.
That's one of the other things I love so much about speedrunning and like having these spaces is you will meet people that will change your life, like genuinely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like actually, like
That's
not
exactly
even
what I was
joking.
gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna say because you find like it's almost like you find your crew that you didn't know you had, your other family that you didn't know you had. Because like we talked about stuff like found families and all that, but there's something that hits differently about things like a speedrunning found family. Because even over in the BAF Discord, look, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're black and you want to join it, please join it. Be advised, it's messy over there. It is a whole disaster. Because there's people that are in there posting Wordle, then you got people who ain't got nothing but memes, but it's like the exact smorgasbord of black nerdiness and weirdos that I've always wanted growing up. And I'm so serious when I say that. Because especially out here in the black nerd streets, it's hard. It is hard. And like, you just go in there and there are just some days where I'm just like, I need to see something nonsensical, and I can open up off topic and it's like Lord Danimal saying, so I made this DMX mod for Kingdom Hearts. I'm like, well, that's enough internet for today.
Well, that just happened. that just
Step
happened.
away. I'm just gonna
Black
go
and Flash
ahead
really is just a great place to be in. Even if you're like not like, even if you're someone who just like lurks a lot and just watches, there's just so much to be entertained by. It's wonderful. And before I forgot, since we were talking about AGDQ, I'm also technically hosting. Hey, so AGDQ is happening. AGDQ 2026. That's
yeah.
happening January 4th through the 10th. We're
Yeah,
going
it's
to do
true.
it back up here. That's fine. That's happening. If you were interested in watching me and Laszlo really just not follow any rules of a road ever while we drive trucks together, that's going to be on that Wednesday. So feel free to mark that on your calendars. I have to say the schedule for AGDQ is so banger. There are so many
good.
really great runs, really great speedrunners who I'm so glad are getting the chance to be on the stage either for the first time or just being able to come back to the stage, showing off what they're working on. I'm so excited. I we'll be sat for the entire event. So make sure you check that out.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the Friday for that entire lineup, it is very, very rare.
Yep.
Oh my God, it's very, very rare that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not available at all Friday. That Friday lineup came up and I was like, please do not perceive me, don't speak to me. If it's not on the schedule, I don't know her. Thank you for your time.
Right.
I don't know her. Oh Lord. But yeah, that's gonna be a great time. I'm really excited to just see all my friends again. It's like, yay!
Yeah. I'm ready for some travel outside of the norm. Please just send me somewhere. I just want to go get good food in another place.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
It's fine. It's chill.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I was like,
What? Okay, this has certainly never happened before. What the? Oh, hey, it's okay. It's fine.
It's fine? Question mark?
It's fine? Question mark? I think.
It's so far. It's giving fine. It feels fine enough.
It's the part where it teleports us real quick. I was so close to not even going for this trick, but like I figured why not. There's a trigger here where when you get to this corner of this water, it should teleport you. But our quick save there was a little weird. I genuinely have never seen that geometry before, so we might just. Hello.
I think you're just getting like some cardio in right quick.
Oh, maybe. Okay, yeah. Let's
burgered?
A little bit.
Yeah, that seemed like it was
fine.
kind of burgered.
A little cheeseburger.
a little
but it is
burgered.
okay. A little cheeseburger. We might just do that normally. Yeah, it's fine. All right, yeah, we'll do this normally. I don't even know why I went for that, TBH, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
He's just having a moment. That's all.
Yeah, I like genuinely have never seen that look like that ever. I'm not sure why that happened either. PJ's just showing off. It's chill.
Yeah, he's just trying to extend the time. He was doing too well. So
yeah, we were resuming too much to this run.
Yeah. I get to hang out with my friends longer. Yay! Yay!
So here's a question for both of you, actually, that I've been wondering about. Also, because selfishly, I'm curious about if that's going to be the route that I go. Laszlo, you kind of mentioned that you were just like, I'm not really a speedrunner, then you started doing co-op speedruns. And then, Anarchy, you've been doing a lot of solo stuff, but then you come in for things that are co-op, like American Truck Sim. Do you have a preference for solo runs or co-op runs?
That's a good question. I've done a handful of co-op runs. I would say trucks is more so a race environment, but I love hanging out with Laszlo so much that it's like whatever. I've been so used to doing solo runs, but like doing trucks with you. There's one Wolfenstein speedrun that's also co-op that I've been trying to do with a couple people, but I don't know. I feel like the experiences is different. Like a normal speedrun is fine, but like I like to hang out with people. Sometimes like just the energy that you get with like a co-op or like a race setting is just so much different than like normally. It's like a different vibe. Like it kind of depends on what we're doing. But Laszlo, I know your experience is a lot different than mine has been. So
yeah, because I literally would not call myself a solo speedrunner until like. How long have I been doing? Yeah, how long have I been doing the one? Literally like a month, maybe.
Like a month or two.
But yeah, I think that's actually like why I had such a hard time getting into runs for a long time, because I am a very social person, and doing things on my own just like doesn't really feel right. Like when I'm at my pewter and I'm playing video games, like I want to be with my friends in the video games. And then also the other thing too, which like is, it is what it is. Like I'll see a game and I'm like, oh, is this speedrunnable? And then I look at the run and I'm like, oh, that's bad. That's not. Hey, that's not fun for anybody. And then so like my first one that I've actually like stuck to and now I have like submitted times for and I'm actually like regularly doing is Red Dead Redemption 2. And
Cowboys.
It's great. Yeah, I'm full speed ahead on Cowboys right now. And it's like great because that is an interest that is relevant to the most important people in my life right now. So it's something that like I can, be in a voice call and stream, and that like we're still hanging out together and people are enjoying and stuff. Maybe someday I'll stream for real. Today's not that day, but
I mean, you're here. It's fine.
Hey,
it counts. It's a technicality. It's fine. This is fine.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess we're kind of like, a little bit opposites. Like we have the same reasons and why we like, doing co-op versus single player. But yeah, we definitely have like completely opposite experiences. Oh, also, I like trucking with you. Because you're gassing me up in your answer, I'll gas you up in my answer. It's been so much fun. That
was scary.
This energy is literally... Okay,
Hey, what's happening?
Oh my god, the noises that just exited your face. Oh my lord.
Hey, you mind?
I'm so happy that was caught on film.
It was kind of involuntary, I'm not gonna lie. This isn't even like,
oh my goodness.
This isn't even like 10% of the energy we're gonna have for our run, by the way. Wow. So I hope people are excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be really just something.
It's gonna be
just
a run
really something.
It's the way that we'll hold a voice call hostage because we're just so deep in a bit, and everybody just kind of has to sit and wait for it to be over.
Oh my god.
Speaking of which, PTD, I was
gonna say, no, that was like the voice call we were on the other night where y'all two just started, you were just like, oh, they're speaking telepathically. I was like, what the hell does that mean? And there's just things happening. And I'm in the back, like, with the biggest question mark on my face. Like, I don't know what's going on, but if they like it, I love it. So sure, this is fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna hang out. I just needed to co-work. It's fine. And I just hear like giggles and other stuff. And then I forget what it was. I was playing Warriors Abyss and I made a raspberry noise and Anarchy just completely lost it. And you were just like, what the hell is that? And I was like, I don't even know what's funny right now.
Because she always gets mad at me when I burp. when I burp in the voice call, she gets mad. So why are raspberries okay?
Hey. I don't have an answer for you, actually. Yeah,
I think that's when you know a friendship is good, is that like we're not even in the same room and we like you just know.
Oh my god.
Ouch.
I was gonna say there was a question like forever ago. I did not forget about you. At like the beginning of when we said, hey, Q&A. And it was name one quote unquote fact about Anarchy and then where we're building your lore.
Okay.
So I would like to let the stream know that you are soon to be a stepfather.
I'm so tired of you. I'm so tired of you. Hey, this call is over. Hey, we're done. Hey, we're done.
You getting cold feet or?
No, I didn't. Hey, that's not what I said. I'm gonna start crying tears.
Oh my god.
I hate you so much in the most loving way possible.
Oh my god. Not someone's first time chat just says congrats.
Congrats. Hey, thank you. Hey, thanks.
How much more this run is
Hey.
left? I'm not trying to die on the channel.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna be done soon. We got 2 more levels left.
Oh
but
my God.
I do have to point out, awesome shirt that I don't have on right now, which is really related to trucking, is I do have a T-shirt that says something to the effect of, "I might be a truck driver, but the most important people in my life call me Dad." Amazing T-shirts, one of my favorites. That will be making an appearance during AGDQ probably. So, just
I mean, you to put it out there now. You have to do it. Like, if you don't do it, the kids will be disappointed.
Yeah.
Literally.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I got a reputation to maintain with my outfits, but
I also have to start getting the targeted T-shirts, huh? Because I can't be left in the dust.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have an outfit off.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, are y'all having an actual outfit off?
Well, I
don't
guess
know.
now that
I
she
guess
said
we
that.
are now. I just said that. I guess we are now.
But I mean, yeah, we are, you know.
Right.
Did that say he didn't eat his cheese?
Yeah. Yeah. We haven't talked a whole lot about the run up to now, but that's fine. Wyatt, he's got a. For trying to figure out how to describe this in the most friendly way possible. He spends the entire game just like tweaking.
Oh.
Like actually, like that's just his plotline. For a little minute there, he goes missing towards the end of the game. And he was hanging out with his little mouse friend. And he was like, he didn't eat his cheese. He gets kind of sad about it. So yeah.
That is a synopsis of all time. I was tweaking and forgot to eat my cheese.
No, he didn't forget
His
to eat
mouse friend.
his mouse friend forgot to eat the cheese that he gave him. And he died and he didn't eat his cheese. He's really upset about it.
Oh.
I mean, I suppose if that happened to me, I'd be upset too, but
I don't know that I'd be that upset. Like, I would just assume the mouse isn't hungry. Unless it's like not hungry for a long time.
how?
The way you're prepared to be falling down cracks me up. Go ahead.
I'm lost. I feel like I'm in like a mall and my parents are gone right now. I don't really know where the last like 30 seconds have gone.
Dude, we went grocery shopping and my mom forgot one thing. She's leaving me.
No, not again.
Hey, this guy's in here with
And
me.
we're next to go.
What the hell
And
are
we're
you
next.
talking about?
You've never been to like a well, okay. Think back to your youth. And
Do I have to?
yeah.
Okay.
And you're at the grocery store and your parental figure is there and then they're like, "Oh, damn, I forgot something. I'll be back." And you don't have money and you're alone and you are like next to checkout. And you're standing there, you don't know how long.
And you get stressed out.
Yeah.
And you get stressed out.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I was like, that's stressful as hell. What you mean
Yeah.
you forgot something? You the adult here. What's happening?
Right. And there's like 3 things left to get scanned on the belt.
Yeah. You're like, what do I do?
Right,
That's
what
what
do you
that
do?
bit was.
Because the
That's what I
cashier- And the cashier is mean mugging you like it's your fault.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Yep.
I'm 14.
Yep.
Like, what do you? Oh, I'm so second
You're
and
the
irritated.
youngest person ever.
You're
Oh
the
my God.
youngest person ever.
Okay, well, we're getting pretty close to the end, by the way. I know we're having a great time. This has been really awesome. But any last minute questions? We're coming up towards the end of the run. So,
I don't.
Chad, if you have anything you have
Yeah,
for
y'all gotta
me
come
or
up
for
with
Laszlo or
something.
PT, this is it.
We've been getting scolded because we're making people laugh at work. So we're messing up people's work day, and for that, I apologize.
Hey, this is just what it's like being in a room with me. like
I find it.
I don't know, yeah.
This is why I find it fascinating that you're just like, I like PT, they're cool, and I'm like such a freaking grandma in comparison because I'm just like always serious. And you're just like burger, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening. See, this is what I mean. I don't know what's happening. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm just happy to be here.
I'm happy you're
I'm
here.
glad
I am also very happy here.
I'm glad that Anarchy has taken such a fond liking and passion to speedrunning. I really
Yes.
am. I am super happy that you love your time in Black and the Flash. Like, it brings me immense joy how much Black and the Flash brings you joy. Like, that is like my primary metric for all of these things is hearing Black people say, I love what Black and the Flash has done for me is very, very affirming, and I appreciate hearing you say that and feel that way in so many different ways. And then, like, I read the chats, like I said, once again, and I'm like, you know, I've accepted that I'm never gonna know what the hell's happening. So if they say it's great, then I'm gonna believe them and just go about my day.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
You should be proud. You should be proud of the
you should be
community
so
that
proud
you.
of everything
Yeah.
that you do. Like, genuinely.
Oh my god. I would be if I wasn't sleepy. I just
We have a day off tomorrow.
I do. All I want is a glass of Amarula and a nap, and I'm not even joking. If you don't know
love
what
that for you.
Amarula is, you should try that. We'll try it at AGDQ. I'm bringing some anyway.
Right.
Oh, I'm so excited. It's so soon. Why did you say right like that? Like, PT's not going to
Right.
go.
No, I didn't. Right. Hey, no, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. Hey, that's not what I meant. Hey, that's not what I meant. I just locked it a little bit, and that was my default response.
I think here, we'll end on that because I don't see any more questions. Some of my favorite Anarchy quotes or Anarchy comments is whenever you say something that's very serious or very real, and Anarchy says, well, yes.
Well,
yes.
That's like one of my favorite Anarchy-isms. It's just, well, yes.
Well,
I use that in real life, and I use that on Paul all the time, and it makes him giggle.
I think mine that, like, our social circle has really taken one too is show enough.
show enough.
Show enough.
That one's come from Cowboys.
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
Hey, cause when we get the trucks, we're going to be doing the accents, big
Oh.
rich and heavy
Oh,
shit. We're going to be doing
Yup.
it. We're
Yup.
doing it. And
I'm
you
not
can't turn it
enough for
off
this.
either.
You
Is it-
can't.
Show enough.
And I shouldn't. Show enough. And I shouldn't be doing it with you because the whole rest of the run.
because then we're gonna turn evil.
Right. And right.
Right. No, I am gonna turn it off. I'm gonna turn it off because we are very close to the end of the run. We're almost done. Time is gonna be coming up soon. There's the hopefully we won't have a comically late gore warning. I am just gonna say that. Fragno's face is
It's
gonna
so funny.
hurt. That was really funny. This run was such a good time at SGDQ. If you haven't caught the VOD for that, or if you have anything that you've missed out on, if you've missed out on all the other previous years worth of episodes on Hidden Heroes, or on VODs from Mainline, or any other hotfix, or any other events that are on the channel, you can check them out on youtube.com/gamesdonequick. I'm a serial VOD watcher. That's how I got into GDQ in the first place, was watching VODs. But yeah, it's gonna be time when we axe Frau Engel.
Yay.
And time.
Yay.
Yay!
Yay.
Youch!
Yay.
Okay, that might hurt.
Yeah.
It's all good.
She had a
Was it really comically late considering you got it before this? Let's be real.
Well, well, yes.
It was like here, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like late. It was
right
like here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the axe was like wholly in her head already.
And you was like, oh, and by the way.
And yeah. But anyway, yeah, that was Wolfenstein II: The New Colossus, with wonderful just shenanigans of a time by yours truly and my friends PT and Laszlo. But with that, do the two of you have any shout-outs?
PT, you go.
I can
Okay,
go first because I'm unfortunately in business mode. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so yeah, I've been PT. Like I said, I run Black in a Flash, but I'm also extraordinarily proficient at yapping. You might catch me hosting this weekend on Disability and Neurodivergence Day that you absolutely should watch and donate to. It is Anarchy and Satan herself's first event that they've put together that is going to be bringing in dollars. Please come out and support it. These two have been working extraordinarily hard on it. They're doing a lot of fantastic work. And even though they're going to try and be like, PT helped, I helped very minimally. Please do not listen to them. Come out and support that. But then also, please support us again over at Back to Black. Going to be February 5th through 8th. We just released the schedule today. So if you haven't seen it, it's out on Blue Sky and other places. And you should definitely come over because I think we did a really good job with the schedule. And so far, no one has said that their slots are messed up, which makes me very happy because it means I'm not stressed. It means I'm not stressed. I stream here on Twitch at twitch.tv/pleasantly twisted. Don't put vowels in twisted. That's a different broad and I don't know her. I don't know her. Right. That's not me. That's not me. That's all I have, and I'm pretty sure my community, when I go live next, will yell at me and be like, here's the list of things you forgot, because everyone says I don't gas myself up enough. I don't know how to. Laszlo, please speak so I don't have to anymore.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm on Hotfix a lot this week for some reason. Please support the Disability and Neurodiversity special this weekend. I'm going to be on commentary for my good friend Jaxler on Saturday with Vex. And I'm also going to be on commentary for Sweet Peeves for the Stanley Parable on Sunday. Peepsington.
It's a great schedule.
Yeah, it's such a good schedule. Also, I'm going to be, oh my God, I can't believe I get to say this. I'm going to be at GDQ as a runner.
Sure are.
Wow, I'm getting emotional, low-key.
You're gonna be famous.
Me and Anarchy as Fortnite are going to be racing an American Truck Simulator. As of right now, it's at about noon EST on Wednesday. Hey, please come and support us. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
On top of that, I just want to say, thank you to all the various communities, whether or not they apply to me. Thank you so much for being a space for people to exist and gain skills and make friends in the gaming world. Shout out to Lady Arcaders. And also, if you have any interest in joining any of these communities that apply to you, please seek them out on social media. Reach out to Black in a Flash, reach out to Lady Arcaders, Fatals, the Latin Hispanic Society, any of them. And just don't be afraid and join it because you could, meet some really cool people and maybe change your life forever, not trying to be dramatic. And also, Twin, I love you so much, very, very, very dearly. I'm so happy that I get to hang out with you. And one silly little volunteering thing at Fatals has changed my life so dramatically, and I can't imagine not being here without you. Hold on, I said that wrong. I can't imagine being here without you.
I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was like, there's some extra
and you're done.
You're done.
And I love you, and I'm excited to see the both of you in just a little over a month.
Yeah,
I love you, my twin. I love both of you. Thank you so much for sharing this run for me and with me and getting to talk about the things that are special to you. But yeah, I don't have any shout outs. I'm Anarchy. You can see me every other week on this channel anyway. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get ready for the next...
But also, happy birthday to Hidden Heroes. It's your 1 year. I want to make sure we say that. Happy birthday to Hidden Heroes.
Of course,
okay, that's all I wanted.
That's my shout out. Happy birthday to Hidden Heroes. But we're not done with the episode yet. We have another run after this. So with that, we're going to... Hey everybody, and welcome back to the last run of Hidden Heroes for tonight. Once again, this is a very special episode of the show on Hotfix, where we showcase speedrunners who are part of marginalized communities and the games that they're passionate about and that they want to show off. This is, of course, we are coming rapidly towards the close of the 1 year anniversary episode of Hidden Heroes. We debuted exactly a year ago in 2024, and I'm so glad to have shared the last year with you all on Hotfix and to be here in general. But before we get started with the next run, we just had a really long conversation during that run where we talked about a lot of communities that do exactly what Hidden Heroes aims to do. So I do want to talk about really quick Frame Fatales, which is a community of women and femmes who share a passion for speedrunning, gaming, and charity. In addition to their 2 flagship events, they also host activities year-round in the community Discord. These are things like Game of the Month and randomizer events. So you can type !FF in the chat if you want to learn more and get involved if that community applies to you. And also, generally, I just want to shout out the schedule for Hotfix and other events that are going on. If you're curious what's coming up on Hotfix or what's on GDQ, you can see this week's schedule and submit your own runs to be showcased at gdq.gg/hotfix. But with that, I want to get the show on the road with the last run of the night. I want to welcome back Vane, who ran Titanfall 2 as the very first run on Hidden Heroes, who's going to be running Undertale neutral. So Vane, good luck and take it away.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, everyone. I'm Vin. Like Anarchy said, I was first on for Titanfall 2 on the first episode, and now I'm doing something that's probably some of the furthest away you could get from Titanfall 2. I think the only 2 similarities I can give those games are that these are both very technically difficult video games, which might surprise you with this game if you don't know anything, but we'll get into that later. With me commentating, I have a very wonderful buddy of mine, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Laurie D. Bunnykins. I have done very long ago runs of Undertale, not at all modern though, so I'm a bit old, but I've seen Vane run this a lot. No worries.
Yeah.
I've also been on Hidden Heroes in the past. I've run Shovel Knight and Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo.
Bangers.
Which are both going to be really good runs at AGDQ.
100%. Also, hi.
Hi. So, yeah, with that being said, we'll have a lot to talk about when we get into here, so we're just going to get into it. I'm going to count from 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. So, getting into the first bit of the game here, like I said, if you don't know anything about Undertale speedrunning, when I said this was a very mechanically demanding game, that might surprise you. You might think like, oh, are you just like holding right and mashing? Lol, it's not that hard. And for the first little bit of the run, you are like unfortunately a little correct. Especially since I am going to be foregoing the one big thing that the first Ruins area does have, just because it's really inconsistent and just not the most marathon viable strat. But it would save like 30 seconds. We'll talk about it a little more when we get there. But yeah. Ruins is an area of the game that is very dictated by RNG, specifically with the way encounters work. They work a little bit differently compared to every other area in the game, whereas assuming good movement, you will either always get an encounter or never get an encounter. And there are still rooms like that in Ruins, but there are some rooms where it is just completely random whether you will get an encounter or not. But this is the room we would normally do a wrong warp. It's a bit of a complicated setup, but yeah, just gonna be skipping past that because, like I said, not a very reliable one to go for.
Yeah, it would usually skip you it would skip having to talk to the dummy, and it would also skip this scene where Toriel slowly walks you over the spikes.
Yeah.
The reason why it does that is really funny, and it will be something we will talk about later. So
yeah,
we're not missing the only wrong work. Don't worry.
There will be a couple more, maybe.
There will be a couple more.
Yeah, I'm just going on the long hallway here.
Yeah. Something I really like about this game is how in every area, the way you are introduced to the main character or characters of the area is very in character for said character. But this kind of has the side effect of Toriel just talking to you a lot and not letting you go 3 minutes or 3 seconds without stopping you.
Gonna be talking in your ear, but yeah, here's a room where we can potentially dodge an encounter. Can get it either getting into that room or at the end up here, and we were able to dodge it. Very nice. Here's a funny little thing: if we interact with this sign, we'll skip the other phone call we'd normally get here if we don't. Just a small little optimization there. There's going to be quite a few of those throughout Ruins and Snowden because there's not a whole lot else to really do other than kind of micro things like that. Coming over to this rock. He's gonna say, "Never mind, Lamau." Oh heavens. I'm gonna check if I got Task Rock. Okay, cool. That's a task strat.
That's goat. That's my
thank
goat,
you.
actually.
That's cool. I basically, I don't even know exactly how it works, but I just kind of interacted with the rock at a weird certain time and like cancel out an encounter. It's not consistent at all, but I've gotten it like, that's my second or third time getting that, like having that happen like recently, which is really weird. I don't know why, but moving on, Napsiplik here, it is fastest to just be kind and be nice and cheer him on. And if you miss menu there, you're stuck there for like another 2 minutes or something ridiculous. So be nice, everyone.
Just be nice.
Ooh.
November, July.
All right, that encounter's funny because we were literally on the phone call trigger. So, again, had a chance to dodge that one, but unfortunately, step count gods were not nice to us. But we're...
These are like the rooms where sometimes you just get like every encounter and you're sad.
Yeah. You can get one in that first like switch room, but it's like an incredibly low chance. And the last room we're coming up here has a pretty good chance of getting one. It's like 50-something% chance, I want to say. Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. You didn't get any in the middle room, so that's nice.
Yeah, not the worst. And so that's going to end the first part of runes. We're going to be getting into the second part here, which is decided by, you guessed it, more RNG. It's fun.
Woo!
Yay!
Woo!
But I mean, of course, we're on a
The
marathon,
rest
so
of the run
we're
is a
taking
lot
whatever.
less like this.
Yeah, no, it starts out a little rough, but the payoff is worth it. Just walk with me here for a bit. But we're gonna be coming up on the fight with Toriel. Here, let me just make sure I get this choicer right. There we go. The fight with Toriel, she has two kind of main groups of attacks, I would call it. She has these like fireball attacks, and she has these attacks where she will like send out these hands. If you run into these hands, it will end the turn immediately. So you want to hope for as many hand attacks as possible, just so you can get through all of the required turns necessary to end the fight as quickly as possible. There's certain ways you can set up maximizing the amount of hands you can get. But I do this very vibes based because it's RNG and I don't know, I don't care. I'm not at a super optimized level with this game where that like really matters, which can become a bit grueling. But we're just gonna kind of roll with it. Getting a couple there, so I'm running it into the bottom hand. I'll get sometimes because that does a little less damage, and you can that's one of the ways you can potentially get some more hand attacks here.
Hey, what is speedrunning if not vibes? I
Exactly.
think that's pretty true.
Also, yeah, you're not like super top level optimized. You're only top 20 in this like board with 300 something people
That's something like that.
of this like incredibly popular game. You're only like,
No, you're only
Noted.
just like really good at it, actually.
yeah.
Like
Thank
whatever.
you.
Like it's whatever.
But that was pretty solid. I think maybe we got like 5 hands, I want to say. I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention.
I was too busy checking the amount of people on the leaderboards for it.
Sometimes the bit needs research.
Sometimes it does. It's very important if you
I gotta cite my sources.
MLA format. So
easybib.com.
yeah, that is easily the most RNG heavy portion of the run. Everything else is going to be, for the most part, very influenced by your own play here. Something I will mention that we could have gotten with one of the encounters earlier is we could have gotten a single Whimsum, and killing that Whimsum will actually speed up this Flowey cutscene we're going to have here, and that's like a big, meaty 0.8 saved or so. So unfortunately not getting that, but
Big,
it's fine.
meaty claws.
And because we're going to be doing a lot of it, I figured I should talk a little bit about kind of how we're mashing through text so quickly. So the way you do text in this game is you can either advance it with a Z or Enter to like fully complete the text box, or use a X or Shift to fill out the rest of the text box. So what we're doing is we're cycling ZX Enter Shift a lot of times. The max you can mash is about 15 text boxes a second.
That sounds
This game runs
diabolical.
at 30 frames, I think, right?
Yeah, 30 frames a second.
Yeah. So 15.
Yeah, it's a little
And that's going to be really important.
it's a little diabolical,
Because-
but yeah. What can you do?
Snowden has a lot of dialogue.
Yeah, there's a good bit of dialogue, a little bit of RNG, but not nearly as impactful on the run as, say, Ruins might be. Send in on a specific pixel here as just like a little bit of micro. I'm just in like a very slightly better position for when I'm going to be automatically getting moved by the cutscene here. So, again, just all those little micro things because not much else to really worry about in Snowden.
Hey, who's that?
Who is that?
Ooh. What do you guys think that guy's opinion on honey mustard is?
Oh, I love
I think he
senses.
likes it.
Yo, who's that?
I think he messes with it. That is I don't know, the game zoomed in on the other guy.
I don't know, Orange Dude, something like that. We can probably just call him Orange Dude. I don't think he has
I
a
like words, dude.
important name, really. So into here, we're just gonna take a little heal, and then we're gonna be coming up to this box here to pull out the Tough Glove and immediately equip that. That's gonna make it so that stick we start out with is gonna be just in our inventory, and we're gonna be able to use that in a couple of the fights here because it's fast. The enemies respond to the stick.
That's how me and my twin move. Them two. Me and my twin be like,
EB Sands and the orange guy or whatever he's called.
Yeah.
So it's almost mismenued there, but yeah, that encounter is guaranteed, like I was talking about. And here is going to be our first example of the stick being useful. It's a dog. So whoa, that's rare. That is. I think that's like a stupid. That's an attack by like another enemy uses. This is a.
That's a snowdrake attack.
Yeah, that's a
That is not dog.
Okay.
That is not dog.
That's like stupidly rare. I think maybe not like that rare. I don't know. I feel like I remember that being stupid rare. So Task
when
Rock
Hotfix
and
happens.
that happening. I love when Hotfix happens. That's
1 in
really
200
funny.
is what Chad is saying. That's
Yeah, that's really. Oh my god! All right. Here we
can,
can-
I guess.
So like we're getting Gaster Door this run, right?
Yeah, surely. We didn't get the 10%
You
phone
did-
call, so
Yeah, you didn't
It's-
get a phone call.
it's-
which means
some little like Easter eggs in this game are determined by what's called a fun value. It's just a little number in the game's like settings file or whatever that if it's a certain number, certain things will happen.
it's just a random number between I want to say 1 and 100, but it might be 0 and 99 because video games.
Something like that.
That just gets generated at the start of a save file,
Yeah,
and it makes things funny. There's a skip in this room.
yeah.
There is like possible RNG manipulation, but
Yeah, I'm going for a 1 in 30 chance here. That was really close. Because you want to get that
Yeah.
encounter where that cutscene starts, and I was like, I think like maybe a couple pixels off of that working. But if you get that encounter there, that just kind of overlaps with this cutscene. You're able to gain movement during the cutscene and just kind of walk out.
in this game, whether you can move or not is just kind of like it's kind of just like a switch that it flips on and off. for
Yeah.
fun. So if you like are in a situation, if you're in like two situations, such as like starting an encounter and getting into a cutscene, where the game toggles your movement off, and then one of them toggles your movement back on, it just toggles it back on.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, we'll
Pretty
be
much.
talking a lot about that when we.
Oh yeah, no, trust me, that is
That's-
not the most pertinent piece of that information.
Yeah.
This will be on the test.
This will be on the test. Please make sure you're taking notes.
I'm still thinking about that fun value. I feel like I got one of those in my life. I got assigned a fun value. I think it's relatively high, but I don't know why.
Yeah, so we're gonna pretend to not understand this puzzle at all, and we're just completely confounded by it. And Orange Guy over here doesn't like that, so
Well, Orange Guy is like, he gives us the notes so we can do it on our own.
yeah.
This is a room.
Gonna be doing the ice puzzle in that not the most orthodox way. Pixel off, that should be good. There we go. So
There you go. Yeah.
we moved down at the start of that room to align our subpixel properly, and then on that kind of one of those last set of switches there, if we get on like the first pixel of that, we can kind of just move down and diagonally in a way where we're just kind of able to just slide past the switch. Here we have another dog enemy, so you might have guessed we're going to be using this stick once again, and hopefully winning a little coin flip here to get an attack that will end quicker. Bang.
Yay!
Yay!
Easy money.
Yeah, kind of the same logic as like tutorial hands there. If you just run into the dog, it ends the attack.
Yeah. So, there we go. We're gonna come across the brothers again. They're gonna try and put us into contraptions and situations, and they will not come to fruition. We're just gonna be doing a little more matching. I'm glad we've had some funny situations occur here to spice things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Getting a little carried by some wacky RNG. Yeah, so that's the first Snowden segment done. We've got about, I want to say like 3-ish more minutes until we get into the real meat and potatoes of the run.
Yeah, so we do have one more boss fight against Orange Man. His name is Helvetica, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that, right?
I think
Something
so.
like that.
I think that's what the font is.
And he's like the bane of my existence. Like, this is like only a couple minutes, but it's always, when you run this game, for me, the most like painful minutes. So this is a fight against, I'll break the illusion. This is a fight against Papyrus. Really fun fight. When you do this fight, it rocks. However, doing the fight is fun. We're not doing it. Pretty much what's happening here is what we like to call dying when you run out of health.
Yeah.
Except Papyrus doesn't let you die. He doesn't want to kill you, he just wants to capture you. Because he wants to be a good royal guard.
Yeah.
So when you get down to 1 HP in this fight, he throws you into the shed, and it's really easy to just break out and go try the fight again. After enough fails of this fight, you will be prompted to just skip it if you want.
Yeah.
And it's 3 fails that you have to do before you're prompted to skip it, and that is faster.
It's so much faster.
Doing the fight in full. This fight is long.
I did this fight in full again, like somewhat recently. And it's so long. It's crazy.
It's such a good fight. It's just
It's
long.
great. You're just in there for forever.
You're blue now, by the way. What's up with that?
Hey, yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna ask about that.
Yeah, we're not going to be seeing this pretty much at all, unfortunately. But a cool little switch of the game there. He turns us blue, and that just like locks our gravity to the ground to be like more normal, and we just have to like actually jump. It's more like a platformer instead of like a more of like bullet hell kind of thing.
Yeah, and I mean, hey, if we think that blue is getting like undershown, wait till we talk about yellow.
Yo.
Whoa.
Speaking of platformers, we did have someone, rather than the guy and orange guy, someone referred to them as SNES and Famicom, the skeletons. I like that.
Ooh, that's fun. All right, so that's the last time we're going to be getting captured here. And we will be heading into Waterfall. So making sure that bone on the ground has collision. Don't want to run into that one. It's like very mildly infuriating. It's like one of those things that's just like so mildly like inconveniencing.
It's like stabbing your
But it's
toe.
like, yeah, it's just so infuriating. Even though it's like nothing burger. Being very careful on that choicer.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna mash. And there he goes.
Oh, bye.
And goodbye. Alrighty. So
There's a skip coming up, right?
yes, there is. Menuing down to sell there for that specific reason that there is a skip coming up. It's going to be called Seagrass Skip. Basically, just going to be lining up on a certain pixel and using the cell phone in a certain window of this cutscene starting. So I'm just going to wait this out. There we go, like that. I also really hope you like this song because it's going to be playing for a little bit here.
I forgot about this part of it.
Yeah, we'll be listening to this for a little bit, but yeah, that's a fun little 30-second save that's found relatively speaking was more of a recent-ish discovery. I don't know exactly when because I've only been running this game for like 6 months or something, but trying to pick up the pedal there.
Which is wild to think about if you're kind of goated with the sauce and you haven't been running this game for that long, so really kudos to you.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't have expected, with my general, taste in speed games, it's not something I would have, expected to like. I'm usually, in a world, I'm going to bring this one back, in a world where games are menus and parkour, I think this is the most, parkour menu game I've ever played. So yeah, I still, really mess with it.
Okay, no, I see the vision.
Yeah.
Well, we're not even at the point where it really gets there. It's going to get there soon. I think for you to pick up an RPG, I'm not surprised it was this one, but I'm just surprised you did it at all.
Yeah. No, me too. Staying at the bottom here.
Reminder, the other games you've run on Hidden Heroes are Titanfall 2 and Jet Set Radio Future.
Yeah.
You did also run, those are the most different games ever from this one.
I've got range.
You do have range.
Not to toot my own horn here. Yeah, so that's the beginning of the first Spears section. We're just slightly manipulating where they go because she's trying to throw them at us, but not the most accurate. But yeah, we're going to be getting into the real meat and potatoes. Like I said, we're going to be taking a very slight detour it's probably the most worth it detour of all time to pick up a complete joke item that just so happens to break this entire game apart. It is called the punch card.
Yeah, so punch card is a very funny item. I will probably step in more to explain a lot of what's happening because you're going to have to focus on doing the thing good.
Yeah, I'm going to be taking some safety saves as well.
So the punch card is an item you get when you buy three nice creams.
It's just the one here.
It's just the one? Okay, yeah, you buy an ice cream. It's like you buy an ice cream, you get a punch card, and when you get 3 punch cards, you get a free one.
Yes.
The punch card, again, is this little joke item you can bring up. It says, please come back. It's really broken. So the reason why it's really broken, pop quiz from earlier, is because when it pops up that little thing that says, please come back, it's like this little thing you have to close out of. It's this little text box you have to close out of. In this game, when you open a menu, and I don't know the best way to explain this, but when you open the punch card from the menu, there's a frame between, so a 30th of a second between when you select it and when it actually pops up. And things in the game can happen on that frame. So if you move onto a tile where something happens, like a cutscene or a screen transition, and then open the punch card, the cutscene or screen transition will begin to happen in that frame.
Yeah.
And you can close the punch card and gain your movement back. If you remember that one skip where it's it switches your movement back even if you're doing something that should restrict it.
Yeah, it's coded to always turn the value that's dealing with your movement state just back to giving your movement back.
Yeah. So now we just have a button in our inventory that does that in
wow.
In our inventory at any time.
Little thing here in this room, if you hold up, down, and right all at the same time, you move twice as fast. On here, and then little wrong warp like that. Here, I'm going to be gaining movement in a cutscene in a little more of an unorthodox way. I'm going to use the punch card and then interact with the monster kid there on this right after on consecutive frames. And that's kind of what's called an overflow. I'm gonna line up my mouse here for a little PCE here. Like that. And a PCE is just a punch card exploit. That's just using slang.
Just kind of the name for when you do something with it, yeah.
Yeah. So, and coming up here right after the Spears Chase, we're going to be getting into the most complicated skip of the game and probably the scariest. If you know this game, we're coming up on the Mad Dummy fight, which we are able to just skip entirely using what's known as persistence glitch. Essentially what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be setting up in a very specific way to leave the room on the same frame that I start the fight with the Mad Dummy. And what that's going to do is that's going to leave the room in a certain persistent state where it'll think that after I come back that the Mad Dummy is defeated, which is not what's going to be happening. That's the most like layman's terms way I can explain it. It's a really weird trick.
Tried to understand how persistence glitch works, and I got like scared.
It's scary, yeah.
Yeah, I'm afraid right now. Just think about it for you.
Yeah.
The setup I do also has like a small caveat with we're gonna be actually dropping the punch card and using that text because we're gonna be closing that text almost frame perfectly, and that will set us up to just leave the room at the same frame. But you can there's alternate text you can get when you drop an item sometimes, and in that case we'll have to like time it manually, and that's really rough. But hopefully things work out here. We're gonna grab text storage and do an overflow wrong warp here, and doing the same thing here with the save point. So we're save in this room, so that way we come back, we can take advantage of that persistent state here. But I'm gonna shut up for a second.
Believe in you, Twin.
This is difficult. I believe that was it. I was either
have to die and to reload the room to see.
Yeah, I either got it or I was like a frame late. And it can be really hard to tell if you're a frame late, but that felt pretty good. I was also paying attention to the way the soul kind of fades away there. And that's a pretty decent indicator, as long as just like, if you think the text went away fast enough.
And for reference, what's going on here is that there's like an invisible wall behind the Mad Dummy, I believe, which is why you can't just do a standard PC.
Nice, okay.
Yep.
Very nice.
So yeah, that is first try.
Let's go.
On stream, which is really impressive.
Yeah, that is a nice one to hit. That's kind of why we build a lot of time into these estimates. Missing a bit of an overflow wrong warp there, but that's fine. That makes taking this safety save a little bit safer. That's a fun value event that's on my screen. I don't know why. I don't know what's in the water this run. That's that little NPC there has a small chance to appear. This is I love Hidden Heroes.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, we're gonna be coming up on another couple of tricks here. After this next room, we're gonna be in a cutscene with Undyne where we're gonna be having our movement taken away pretty much multiple times, and not even really with the punch. We're gonna use the punch card to initiate it, but we'll be doing some more cell phone nonsense to let us keep our movement. And it's a complicated like 4-second time save. Is what's happening. You're gonna see a lot of moving pieces here. Not that many, but especially a lot in the skip after. So we're gonna come up to this flower. We're gonna overflow it for text storage, and then we're gonna close it with the punch card open, and then close the punch card itself at a certain point so that we can gain movement. And then fall again before that little animation there. So I will have movement that will showcase after I'm able to match this away. Go back up to item, as you can see. So I normally, when you do this cutscene, like a normal person, you're over by the flower. So this just saves a little bit on that. So after the screen scrolls and take a couple steps, I'm going to info the punch card and then overflow wrong warp with that, except I'm not, because I'm going to stop like a pixel early. So we're going to do it manually. Just like that, and then very carefully go for another PCE, and coming up is one cycle Undyne or one Dyne. I'll explain it after.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So
Alright.
we still have to do the one cycle of the fight here, but pretty much the idea is that there's a few punch card exploits there to skip some cutscenes, but there's also what's called a punch card advance. That's another thing I don't know perfectly how to explain.
Yeah, I can take it here. Basically, there's some text boxes in this game where when you close them, even after you like PCE them or get the text storage with like an overflow, that will still just take your movement away. And what you can do with these certain text boxes is you can open them. So I am taking out. This is what happens when I talk. Give me 1 second. Okay, take damage to this one. Okay, I'm damaging myself down to for a trick we're gonna do later. But yeah, opening the punch card on those text boxes that take away your movement will just let you keep your movement after closing them anyways. But yeah, barely outrunning Undyne there for a nice one Dyne. And of course, we have the water cooler cutscene. We're going to be skipping like that. And taking a wrong warp to get into Hotland here. This is really where the run starts to pick up. There's some nonsense happening in pretty much every single room.
Yep, starting with just a quick really cool. Text overflow there to skip a cutscene that also skips like
the entire Metaton encounter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love nonsense. I love when nonsense happens in a speedrun.
It's a lot of nonsense in this speedrun. And here's our one actual kill for the nuclear here that's going to bring us up to level 4. And that's in tandem with the fact that we're going to be picking up a very good item, the burnt pan, that's going to help us with, spoiler alert, the Asgore fight at the end of the run. But going to be taking a little bit of an unorthodox way to get into there. We're going to PCE that vent there, and that's just going to, again, sort of like a cutscene kind of thing, except not really, but we're just able to gain extra movement along with the vent launching us to pretty much just let us go wherever we want. So, grabbing the burnt pan there, and then launching onto that vent like that. And here's the low HP thing we set up for. We're going to PCE that second laser, and then mash away just that first text box and keep this second one open so that the lasers that Alphys disables, because we're on low HP, will stay disabled. And that also sets up for a trick we're going to be doing a little bit later.
Yeah.
Skipping the east-west puzzle here by just once again PCing that vent. The trigger for entering that doorway is still active. And then cooking skip here. We're going to overflow some text and then PCA it. This is what I'm talking about, because normally if you just clear the text box like that after the lights come on when you're on the trigger, you would not retain your movement. So we need to do that in order to keep our movement. And what you're going to notice here, normally at this point in a playthrough, you would just head straight up to right floor 2, but we cannot do that. I mean, technically we could, but we're not going to do that because it's slow, because these Metaton skips take away our menu for whatever reason. But there's one room at the very beginning of Hotland that will give us our menu back. So it's a very worth it trick to make, as you can see there.
Yeah.
So we are
I think it's just because you're not supposed to be able to open your menu during like the Metaton segments.
Yeah.
And since we don't finish them properly, we just never
it doesn't get it back.
Menu back.
They take it away. So we're going to be rinse and repeating that a little bit here. I'm also staying on the bottom of the screen here because in this version of the game, 1.001 for the Linux, there is a little small opening down there.
Warning, by the way.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. That's a funny one. Toby tried to make a text box that moves with you, and when we punch card it, doesn't like that. I don't remember what I was talking about, but I need to focus up for a second.
Yeah, focus on this one. So this is a pretty big skip. There would usually be this encounter with these two guards here. Because the game moves us to the right in their cutscene, there is like you get a little bit of burst of movement in that. But we use also the text from punch carding that encounter to as kind of a cue for the punch card in that room to skip the next Metaton segment, the newsroom there. Something we've been doing, but I haven't fully explained, is that whole like movement thing with the punch card where you gain movement back. For some reason, when you do that on a screen transition, the game sends you to like the origin or debug point of the room instead of where you should load into the room from.
Yeah.
So that's why we're punch carding into a bunch of rooms and spawning in the middle of them.
Yeah.
And so you can also just do that with standard text overflows, just gaining your movement back when you go into a screen transition. So we use the text overflow from the Royal Guards, and the like debug position of the newsroom is kind of perfectly where we want to do the punch card. So it's kind of like a double setup there.
Yeah, it's very nice. Here, for these vent overflows, we need to specifically close the punch card on the first frame we can, or else we're just not going to be getting enough movement there. And then heading out of bounds there, that was a pretty nice north-south puzzle skip. And then here, overflowing the text there, and onto a pixel for another PCE there to just completely skip over Muffet. Pretty simple
Muffet's
one.
like truly the most like owned character in speedruns.
Yeah,
Either, like,
actually.
skip her with the punch card, use the intended skip with like the spider donut, or you're running No Mercy and she gotta go.
Yeah.
She gotta go.
She's gotta go.
I tried to say that in the friendliest way I could.
And I love that.
I know I'm co-signing on that.
So yeah, here we do things in an order that seems a little bit funny, but in order for the elevator on the right floor 3 to work, we have to watch this cutscene right outside of the core. So we're gonna go into the hotel to watch it, and then go out to get our menu back, and then go back to the core.
Yeah. And speaking of which, core is, for its length, probably the most mechanically dense part of the run. There is pretty much a wrong warp into every single room. There's a couple of really cool PCEs that we're going to be doing. So I'm going to be locking in and doing my best to kind of go all out here. I want to try and go for a bunch of stuff here because it's really cool if I can pull off some of this. Just going to take a quick save here. Taking probably more safety saves than I need to, but the thing is, part of the reason why I'm doing that actually is because if you don't close the punch card quick enough on these wrong warps, you will never gain your movement back. So, yeah. So, heading into the core, I will let Lori kind of take the reins here.
Yeah, so core is a really interesting area to get through casually. We're not going to be doing it very casually. We're going to be doing a lot of PCEs. This is going to skip an intended fight with these 2 dudes. And then there's going to be just a lot of like skips and wrong warps you can do. But I think I want to let you focus on the end of this area, so I'm going to try and talk about it now. So coming up now is an overflow to keep these lasers off. In core, the way you do it is like there's these 2 paths. I don't remember what they're called, but one of them is kind of like the
Warrior's path, Sage's path.
Thank you. We're going to do Sage's path because it's not 3 fights. And to do the Sage's path, you have to solve this puzzle to stop a laser that's like blocking a bridge. However, once this puzzle is done, this is also the key that lets the elevator at the start of the area take you to the end of the area. So Vane is going to be doing what's called Snowy Core, which is an entire chain of wrong warps backwards throughout core to get to that elevator, where it is faster to like do this and use this elevator to get to the boss door than walk down that one really long bridge.
Yeah.
That was also really well done. You have to do it kind of fast to save a good amount of time, and you got a lot of those like really cool.
Yeah, and then there we have a cutscene with Alphys that we're just able to skip over. And then we have to PCA this text and make sure we don't close out of this next text too early, so that we can just kind of walk in. And this long elevator with the punch card is suddenly not so long. Just gonna go back for a wrong warp there, and that was all of Hotland.
That's such a
very dense segment of the run. That is kind of the star here of the whole run. But we're heading into New Home here. There's still a good bit to talk about here. but still a pretty difficult segment, even though not being as long. There's a couple different ways you can go about this room specifically. I'm going to be taking a little more of a safer trap, but the main deal here is that we have all these monster tail cutscenes that are not skippable by normal means, at least. We're going to be overflowing the key there, one of two keys that we need. We're going to be using, let me try that again. Getting text storage, going onto the encounter, and then going into that room right there, and that just completely skips it. Just like that.
This is so cool.
This is what I'm saying. Like, it's the most parkour menus game ever. Like it's
whoa.
crazy. There's a really, really difficult way to skip that encounter right there, but it is not at all run viable, at least right now. I'm trying my best to overflow this key for a wrong warp like that. Overflows can be really difficult at times. Again, you're using the punch card and then interacting with whatever you're trying to overflow on consecutive frames. It's not easy. But heading into the kind of the turn down part of New Home here, we have just one more wrong warp I'm going to be going for. That's there's no distinct cue for it, but it'd be pretty cool if I can just kind of rip it. There we go. It's a couple pixels off, but that's fine. Doing that wrong warp is important because that skips over an entire monster tail cutscene. And now, for most people, this is a part of the game where you can just kind of walk, and that's what we're going to do. We're just going to kind of walk. There's nothing else to really skip over here, but what you can do, if you are at a super optimized level, you can do what has been dubbed the Mickey Gauntlet, where you are basically doing a bunch of punch card slides, which essentially you're just kind of like either using or inputting the punch card right as you get onto these encounters, and you're able to gain a little bit of movement into them and out of them. And you're able to do that with pretty much every single encounter here, but doing it with like every single one still only saves like 2 seconds. So it's just one of those things with this game, man. Some of these time saves have you doing so much.
Yeah, I imagine this is a really, really optimized game with how popular it is.
It's pretty optimized, yeah. Shout out to record holder Mr. Link 2K. Absolutely nutter run. Yeah.
I was gonna say I ended the stream like a little bit back where like they were doing True Pacifist, which is like an hour 20-minute area, and like they're less than a minute off of record, and their sum of best was like a minute off of PD or something.
Yeah.
Like, people put so much into this game.
It's so crazy, yeah. But yeah, surprisingly somewhat accessible, I would say. There's at least a lot of good resources for learning this game, so if this is ever something that's interested you but has looked scary, I'd recommend giving it a shot.
There's a lot of resources. There's also just a lot of like good backups and alternative strats. You don't have to do all like the really scary, super difficult frame perfect stuff like instantly, I would say. So like if you're like, this looks fun but hard, there's probably a good amount of strats that you can still do that like still get you a fairly good time.
We love a speedrun that's accessible.
Yes. So Frogate here is going to be our last encounter. I'm going to take a quick save into the long corridor here because we are going to be skipping Sans judging us for how we went through the video game, because of course we can. Oops. All right. I missed it here, so I'm going to be taking a quick reload on the game. That's why we take those saves there, folks. The music's also going to be gone here, just because when you load in the corridor like that, there's normally no music, but that is fine. There we go.
There you go. And now, if it's good with you, I'm going to explain this now, so you can just kind of focus for the upcoming boss fight.
Yeah.
So we have done like one fight in this game where we fought. So the way that fighting works in this game is dependent on your weapon. With the current weapon we have, the burnt pan, when you press fight, the bars there are these bars that are going to scroll from the right to the left, and there's going to be a dead center that you can hit them on. And you have one frame to hit that window.
Yeah.
If you hit all 4 bars in the same attack, you get what we call a quad. and that does like double the damage if you even get like 3 of 4 criticals.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Optimally, this fight is 36 frame perfect inputs in a row.
Oh, good heavens.
Record does
But
have
even
it.
Even if you can't do that, getting quads again just because of the bonus damage is really important. So I'm going to just let you focus on your inputs and lock in.
Yep. Do what we can here.
So it's those orange effects we want.
Yeah. Missing one there. Had a little bit of, I hate to bring out John's, but there is definitely some lag issues with this part of the fight, or just this fight in general. So, can make it quite a bit rough, or quite a bit rougher. There's one. We got our one, so I can be satisfied with that.
We got our one.
That's like more than I get in runs.
Word.
Yeah, this is something you can get very good at. Shout out to quad world record, also by Mr. Link, being like 76 in a row. Which is, I can't do math. I don't know how many frame perfect inputs that is, but it's at like a couple at least.
Is that like 76 times 4?
Yeah, I guess that would be what that is.
That's like 312, I think.
My commentator's so smart. I can't do math. Oops. It's fine. Yeah, as you could probably imagine, this is something that is incredibly difficult with nerves if you're on like a good run or something. I've had quite a few runs just kind of ripped away from me just because it's a little difficult to do a frame perfect input under pressure.
You've been killing it otherwise, though. It's been a really good run.
Yeah, this is technically like the hardest part of the run.
I hate to break your illusion, but my math was wrong.
No. It's so over.
We're speedrunners. We can't do math, boy.
Okay, there we go. Not the absolute greatest, but again, doing this in a marathon is very difficult. And
Yeah.
here, it's just gonna be faster to just take him out right now. He's gonna die anyways, so unlucky. But that's the Asgore fight. Very, very difficult part. But now we are just kind of in for a bit of an auto-scroller for into the Omega Flowey fight. There are a couple of things to look out for to squeeze a little bit of more time out of it. One of them here, in a small preview of it, was we're gonna reload the game real quick because Flowey's gonna crash our game anyways, and we're able to just kind of get into the next part a bit quicker. And I screwed it up a little bit. That's fine. And then, oops, I'm opening things on my computer that I didn't mean to open. Okay, we're fine. But yeah, reloading. There's going to be a couple parts of the fight where we're going to be opening another instance of the game because it's just faster than waiting for whatever's going to happen. Something else I will note as well, in the second phase of this fight, there are going to be a couple of times where we're going to be fighting. Where I'm going to be delaying a few attacks because that'll set up for a quick kill, which just saves us having to do like another little like attack, just another micro save. But for the most part, this fight's kind of an auto scroller unless you really kind of burger your loads or something.
Good burger.
I've been in situations where I need to have a really good Flowey and have really good loads to squeeze out a PB, and it's having to like really lock in on Flowey is like very scary. But we're chilling tonight. Not too much to worry about. So I hope this has been a fun one to watch for chat.
Like I said, this has been a really good run.
I I just want to remind everyone in chat at this current time to double check that you turned your oven off. Because I got randomly really scared out of nowhere that I forgot to turn it off an hour ago. I did turn it
I'm
off.
so glad you turned your oven off.
Oh my goodness.
That's awesome.
All right, here we go. Big, scary, foreboding boss fight. It can get a little dicey at times. These attacks that he's going to send out are just going to be pretty random. So it can look a little scary at times, but we shouldn't die. I haven't died to Flowey.
You want to know a fun fact?
What's a fun fact?
The only times in my life I have died to Flowey is during speedruns. Casually, first time, never die. Like, practice runs, don't die. Like, follow-up playthroughs, don't die. Speedruns? Sure, yeah.
But why not? Why not? But yeah, these fight buttons don't really matter. Just still hitting them because there's not really a whole lot else to do. But we're gonna have these multiple heart phases here. In these phases, we can't actually die. So I'm just gonna be kind of going willy-nilly up into these knives here to fish out this act button. All these phases are just gonna have an act button we need to hit. And then we just kind of chill because all of these are gonna turn into lovely little bandages. So we can heal back up.
Now, something I want to say is most of these, like this one, for example, where we moved with the knives, have like some sort of strap to know where the act button is going to be as soon as it spawns. One of them, the fourth one, is going to have words come from the left and right side of the screen, and it is just a coin flip which side has the act button. So I want everybody to pick left or right.
Yeah,
Left.
I'm going right, gang, because it's like a frame or two faster or something like that.
I love it.
So I gotta say what I can.
I'm going right, gang, because there is another speed game I used to run, Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland, where like it was pretty much the same exact like what's the word I'm trying to think of? Ultimatum. There was a boss that was a dual boss, and you had to like you could try and predict which one would stay on the ground first. And I would always pick the dude on the right.
Let's go.
So
Love consistency. Here's going to be reloading our save file and stuff, so we just got to be a little mindful of that when dodging these. There are definitely some sessions where he actually just schmixes you and just doesn't actually load. He'll just save it, and it's just like I take like a million billion points of damage for fun because I get owned. Skill issue.
1 William points of damage.
1 William points. That's a lot of damage. They don't tell you how much 1 William is. 1 squillion points of damage. Oh boy. Yeah, just a couple more phases left. I believe like 3, if I'm remembering correctly. I just want to say this has been mentioned it slightly before, this has been a really fun game to grind over the past few months. I've surprisingly enjoyed it. And there's a great community behind it. Again, if you're at all interested, would recommend.
Well, yes.
Well, yes.
well, yes.
So,
All right, here it is.
Here we go. I'm going at full right. Come on, baby. I need a new pair of shoes. Let's go. Yes.
Escalator.
Let's go.
Escalators.
Don't worry, left gang. We'll get him. We'll get him next time.
There's always a next run. Saving our milliseconds.
Yeah. Dang, I really like the declaration from someone in chat too, saying left is death.
Whoa.
Right. Yeah.
Also, as you can see there, as I was talking about, I got a little schmixed. He didn't load like at all. Gonna be heading up to the frying pan here. It's just gonna pop out of this one.
Oh, dude, my stove.
This is Lori's stove, actually.
Lori's stove.
It's my oven. It's my oven.
It's your oven. Sorry, your oven. Girl, your
Delicious
oven.
cookies, okay?
Anyways, we're able to just like sit over the pan as well and just collect all that and get healed pretty much instantly. dodging these thingy-mabobs, these doohickeys, whatever they are.
What the devil?
Oh, rare mouth laser. All right, so this is the last soul phase here. We're going to be doing a quick reload. I'm going to be counting out these shots here for the act button. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to wait for a certain point here, and I'm going to open another instance of the game to just like skip out this whole cutscene. I'm going to close that instance, and we're back here. Don't worry. So now this is where I'm going to be counting out some attacks here to try and set up for quick kill. But this is where the kill buttons actually matter, or, you know. So the 1, the fight button. 2, you can count with me if you want. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're gonna wait on this one. 13. I think I messed it up a little bit. 14. Normally you can get the other button there like instantly. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5. I didn't wait on that one. I was getting a little scared of my health, so 7. I think it's just kind of owned, actually. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I'm tired of counting. I have not waited properly on these attacks. So we're just going to kind of wail on him. No regard. It is not a very big save anyways.
Yeah, and he's already almost done.
We're just about there. There it goes.
Yeah, there it is.
Nice.
All right. So we have, we're going to be having one more, or I guess 2 more reloads ahead of us. Honestly, just to make things easier on the stream side of things, I'm going to be I think I'm just going to forego going for the first one. Just because it's not that much longer, but it's a lot of, you're closing a lot of instances of the game at this point to be fast. And, you know, for a showcase, not the most necessary, I would say. But setting up right here because he's gonna like, ooh, no one's here. You're gonna die, idiots. And he's gonna send these bullets at us. So if we're just right next to the bullets, we'll just kind of end that cutscene instantly. So there's that. He's like, how? What's happening?
What the devil?
Help!
Help me! Help!
And the 7 human souls. Alright. So we just sit for a second here. Normally we would reload just like kind of at the end of this cutscene after everything goes white. This one specifically is a little dicey. These are also pretty dependent on how fast your computer is when you're like allowed to do certain loads to actually save time. But here we're gonna fight, and then I'm gonna open another instance, and time is coming up now. There's a lot to explain. I didn't get to like preface for that, but yeah. Sorry about that. What was the final time on that actually? So that felt pretty decent for just a marathon run. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. We will take that, absolutely.
Well, GG's. Thank you so much for that run. Go ahead and do any shoutouts if you have any.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Just want to shout out, obviously, Well, I'll start with myself first. I've been Vane. You can find me on twitch.tv/Vane_SR. I stream sometimes, it's kind of up in the air. You can find me on Blue Sky at vanesr.bsky.social. Yeah, that'll be it from me. Again, very welcoming community we have over in Undertale speedrunning. Pretty accessible game. If this has at all looked interesting to you, I would recommend tapping in. That'll be it for me, I believe.
Yeah. Lori, if you have any shout-outs.
I don't have any specific community shoutouts. Again, it's been a very long time since I've played this game myself, but I still recognize a lot of the names. They're still really cool. So shout out to y'all. Thank you, Vane, for having me.
Of course.
And shout outs to 1 year of Hidden Heroes.
Yeah. Shout out to 1 year of Hidden Heroes. Thank you both so much for that amazing run. That was really, really good. You are goated with the sauce, my friend. But with that, we are going to go ahead and end off the episode for tonight. Once again, I want to thank you all for hanging out, not just for tonight, but for a full year's worth of Hidden Heroes episodes. It means so much more to me than you ever could think. So I really thank you all for making me giving me this platform and for having me be a better person and a better host in the process of doing this show and just getting to meet so many awesome people throughout the last year. So here's to the next year and here's to all the hidden heroes after that. But with that, we are going to go ahead and end the episode for tonight. I do want to thank you all for supporting Games Done Quick channel with your subscriptions, your gift subs, and all your bits cheered, even just viewing. All of that helps keep our shows running, shows like Hidden Heroes, and it's